The draft is behind us, and now we have to speak on the truth of what we think the games this year are going to score because it's time for our Open Critics Prediction Battle Part 3. Let's talk about it. Good morning, evening, or afternoon. What's up, everybody on the interwebs? And welcome to another special episode of the XP podcast. A different roster this time. We're going to do a different roster every single week this year, it seems like. But as everybody gets back from the holiday break and we get settled, we're including as many people when we can and how we can. This week, though, it's an exciting time. I can't wait to do what we're doing. It's one of my favorite episodes each and every year. But before we get into the episode, look to my left. It is the newest member of the XP podcast. He's known around the interwebs and in all corners of the internet as the worst teammate on Call of Duty in the history of the game's existence. Ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Kit himself, Mr. Andrew S. What's going on, man?
What is up, everyone? I hope everyone enjoys. No bad camera anymore, and I sound a little bit better, so we finally got everything set up.
By
Except
the,
the PC is still broken.
by the
Not
way,
really, though.
for
Put it away, yes.
for anyone who's listening, is like, what the hell's a kit? I'm gonna explain it to you right now. Kit is what this man is currently doing. Kit stands for Karen in Training. This man is in school to do HR and businessy stuff, so he's training to be a Karen. So we call him Kit here on the XP podcast, and that's the name, and I'm sticking to it. So welcome, Kit. Also, welcome back. He's right above us. Actually, he's in the middle of both of us on my screen. But it is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Worthy Pinball Morgan, also known as the single best nose guard in NAI football history. What's going on, man?
It's going pretty good.
So yeah, back again. I'm always here. Everyone else just kind of comes and rotates in. I'm always here, though. You guys always see this face. I try to dress differently. Oh, by the way, yes, we're all wearing flannels because our towns are about to get fucking murdered by a snowstorm, so we're getting ready for it. It's coming up in... Well,
Mine's already.
Yeah, I was like, yours already got hit. Ours is coming up in a couple days, so... Did you survive? Well, obviously you survived. Did the town survive?
Yeah, it did.
No.
We didn't get as much snow as they said, but we've got 50-mile-per-hour winds.
I would say,
mostly,
dude,
basically.
I saw videos from Kansas City. Oh, my God. There's no way the Dolphins are winning this weekend. Not a shot in hell. No. It is -5 degrees. They don't know what the hell's going on over there.
Did you see that the Steelers game is supposed to have a foot of snow or more?
Yep.
Nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. Who are they playing again? I forgot. Bills, right?
Yeah. Yes, the Bills.
Yeah, Bills, yeah. Bills are definitely going to win. Bills don't lose in snow.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Eagles. The Eagles don't lose in snow either. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not snowing down in Tampa Bay, unfortunately. So we're probably going to lose that game. Anyway, me and ye have little faith with my Eagles this year, regardless of the fact. It's time for the Open Critics Prediction Battle episode. It's one of my personal favorite episodes of the year. This is where we sit down and we predict what we think each game is going to score on the aggregate reviews, the review aggregate site of OpenCritic.com. It's one of our favorite sites to use. It's what the Fantasy Critic League uses, so it's what we use in our official representation of the scores. So if you don't know anything about how this goes, it's quite simple. We predict what the game's going to score based on what the game actually comes out and scores. We get points based off how close we are. That being, we get 1 point if we're 5 away, 2 points if we're 4 away, 3 points if we're 3 away, 4 points if we're 2 away, 5 points if we're 1 away. And if we hit the fucking nail on the head, smack dab right in the middle, dart, bullseye, we get 7 points. The defending champion of this last year is me. I'm back. I may have lost the Fantasy Critics League, but I won't lose that again this year. And I will win this again this year. This is my fucking podcast, all right? I'm the king of this motherfucker, all right? No one takes me down. I'm just kidding. Guys, are you excited? Are you ready? Landry, this is your first time doing this. Are you excited?
I am, in a sense of its games. Predicting, I've never been good at. Like, numbers and using my brain, not a good combo. So we're gonna see. It's going to be a lot of what Mike says and then coming up with some variation of that number.
Well, that is why we switch up who goes first and who doesn't, because I don't want everyone to just guess one thing away from me.
No, I'm gonna do my best. We'll see. I'll throw in a freaking 94, and then we're gonna have Mike say, "Yeah, 72."
Unfortunately,
Hey, I've done that and I got it.
Yeah. Sometimes Worthy's actually surprisingly good at this prediction thing. Worthy's surprisingly good.
He got like 9 last time.
Yeah, he got the most bullseyes. I won because I had the most like consistency. Like I got closest on
Yeah.
more games than he did. But Worthy is surprisingly good at all this because he pays attention. He does his research. You know. Anyway, if you guys are wondering where the other 2 guys are, we wanted to have all 5 of us here at the Experience Point on, but DJ's got a kid, and I don't actually know what Logan's doing, but he was busy. So, but we do not wait for the audience out there. We keep it going, and here we go. All right. Without further ado, guys, if you didn't know, this is the XP Podcast, our weekly video game and pop culture news podcast, where Logan and myself, sometimes Andrew, also sometimes Worthy, most of the time DJ, sit down with y'all and talk about all the news stories and happenings inside and out of the video game world. We post a new episode each and every week, so you can listen to it whenever you want. You can find us on most of the popular podcast services, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. If you enjoy what we're doing here on the XP Podcast, please support us over on our Patreon, where you get to be a part of our weekly discussions and give us your opinions on everything we talk about and everything we don't. Excuse me. You'll also be able to find all of our uploads there, along with any exclusive episodes we may post. Links for that, as always, are in the description down below, or you can simply go to patreon.com and search Experience Point spelled. Oh, I'm burping over here. I'm having troubles over here, guys. Capital X, capital P, ERIENCEPOINT. However, if you don't have any money to send our way, don't worry. We still love and appreciate you for listening to us and being a part of what is hopefully a growing community. You can also go to our YouTube channel where you can get to this show and all of our shows in video format. If you do, please give us a like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification icon so you can be aware of everything we post when we decide to post it. Previously on the XP Podcast, it was our draft episode. It's up now. It's live. It has a banger of a thumbnail brought to you by the missing link, Birdman. Logan, the Birdman B. Sorry, I screwed that all up. But anyway, look forward to, eventually we're going to come back, hopefully next week sometime, with our first official episode of 2024. It's going to be, we're going to talk about all the stuff that happened over Christmas break, including the big one, the Insomniac leaks, and everything, nice hat, and everything in between that's happened over the holiday break. We're going to catch up, what we've been playing, what we've been doing. It's probably going to be a long episode, so dedicate, I don't know, about a weekend's time to listen to the episode and watching the episode, so it's probably going to be a decently long one. We'll see who joins us for that one. But with all that out of the way, let's not wait any longer. Let's get into this week's show. As always, we start with our point of the show. Actually, that's a complete lie and fabrication. We don't normally actually start like that, but that is going to be what we do here. But before we do that, let's go to the rundown where we catch up on all things pop culture that we've been doing, whether that be gaming, TV shows, movies, books, or comics. It doesn't matter to us because we like it all and love to talk about it. I'm not going to mention everything that I've been doing because it's a lot. There's a long list. But I did want to make mention, I saw a movie over break when Logan was down. Andrew and I and Logan and both of our significant others saw it. Worthy, have you gotten a chance and a pleasure to see the new Aquaman sequel?
No, but I really want to.
Don't get your hopes up. It fucking sucks, dude.
Okay.
I
was sort of thinking it wouldn't be too great, but I
still
was
go.
hoping to be pretty good.
Still go see it if you want to, man. Like, make up your own opinions. You probably have liked plenty of movies that I don't like, and vice versa, so on and so forth. But man, I hated it. I was so bored in the theater and confused and just. I don't know what the fuck Jason Momoa was doing. He was playing his character from Fast and the Furious 10, not Aquaman. He had like this baggy, like essentially like hipster kind of style clothing on. Like I guess like homeless hipster is what I'd call it a little bit, you know? Like the style, like homeless hipster style, which is the way he dressed kind of in Fast and the Furious 10. I don't know if that was like his decision, what he wanted to do or whatever. But then he was doing kind of like the same erratic and spontaneity like that he was doing in that movie. You know, his kind of laissez-faire attitude is also ripped from Fast and the Furious 10. And I was just like, this isn't the Aquaman we got in the first movie. While the Aquaman in the first movie did make jokes, he was a fairly serious character. Like, he cared about the events that were happening around him. And this movie, it just didn't seem like he cared. Obviously, the movie went through extensive reshoots, and you could tell that. It felt like each scene was directed by a different person as the movie kept going on and on. And it was like, dude, these scenes do not flow naturally together. Like, within set pieces, they do. Like, there's a battle scene. It's not going to skip to, like, I don't know, just a regular conversation scene. It flows to the battle scene, but it's like everything is just kind of felt like it was just stitched together from like different filming sessions over the course of like 3 years. And it was like, it also didn't feel like anybody really wanted to be there, you know? Like, I guess Jason
Yeah.
Momoa tries to have fun with the role, but in that doing so, I think he kind of takes away from the character what it is. And, you know, this is the end of the DCEU as we know it. It resets itself from here moving forward with the James Gunn version. So, man, it went out with a whimper, I'll say that for sure. But, you know, Peyton and Logan's wife did find enjoyment out of it, and they said it was fun and entertaining, but I think they mostly just like seeing Jason Momoa on screen, which fair enough. There's been plenty of movies that suck, and I'm like, hey, I just like watching people on screen, especially certain people. Crazy Rich Asians, the movie. All right, well, I'm just kidding. It's actually a good movie. It's actually a good rom-com, so. But yeah, Andrew, what'd you think about it quickly before we move on?
I don't have a lot to say. Other than what I say whenever we first got out of it. Oh, it's a great reminder as to why sometimes a fresh start is needed. That is what I have to say about that game. Um, game. What movie? There we go. Word was there somewhere.
I was gonna correct, but I was like, no, don't correct. Let him fail on his own. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Um, not what else did I say? Not the best DC movie I've ever seen, but not the worst DC movie I've
Oh,
seen
absolutely
either.
not. It's
So
not Wonder Woman 84. It's
it
not.
it
It's not that bad.
did it did you know
Or
it
Black
got
Adam.
that. But yeah, I'm very excited.
Black Adam's real bad.
Yes, I
All
am
right.
very excited for the new James Gunn.
Well, Worthy, have you been playing? Have you watched anything? Have you done anything? It's been like, well, I don't know, like 10 days since we talked. So,
Yeah, I've been doing coaching basketballs quite a bit. We just had our second from last practice until our games. We were supposed to have a game this week, but it got canceled because of the winter storm, and we scheduled everything for next week. And I have watched the movie. It was Megan.
oh, okay, yeah. Peyton's
And
been excited about watching it. Did you like it?
I thought it was just okay. I didn't see it more as a horror thing. I saw it more just as a thriller
Yeah.
movie.
That was like
And
Smile. You remember Smile, that horror movie that had like the crazy marketing of like just the random people smiling at cameras? It was like fucking guerrilla, viral, brilliant marketing.
yeah,
And Peyton and I were so excited to see the movie, so hyped. And we went to see it. I'm like, that was not worth anything,
I
dude.
I really liked that movie.
Did you? See,
Yeah,
I thought the ending was garbage as fuck too. The ending pissed me off to like an exuberant level. Like, I was actually angry. I was like, how dare you have the gall to drop that ending on us? Obviously, no spoilers on the podcast.
yeah.
We don't do that here. But yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I was very hyped for it based off the marketing. I was like, there's no way this movie sucks, and it did. Also, I do always have to throw this as like a an asterisk next to my opinion of it. It was also the single-handedly the worst theater experience of my life with the people that were in there, and they were like yelling and screaming, and there was like a bunch of teenagers just surrounding us in the theater, just like the worst experience I can possibly imagine. So I do have to put the asterisk next to that review, but I still think overall it wasn't that great. Although the opening scene of the movie is so cool. The opening scene of Smile is great. So, all right, Andrew, you been doing anything new this past week? I saw you, what, 4 hours ago at work?
Yeah, that. I mean, we were down with Logan. God, I was there Friday night until Sunday
Yeah.
night. Like, it was a long time. But
Then you were
I
there
think this
Monday
week,
night for the game.
yeah, Monday night for the game. We had all that going on.
And then you're going to be here
Um,
tomorrow night and Sunday night for the game.
tomorrow night and Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
so
The game's on.
it's
You're not
playoff.
wrong
Yeah.
there. I
What about
can't promise
Monday?
Monday night. I can't promise Monday night. That depends on if I can get to his house.
Yeah, it depends on if we can even move because the storm's
Oh,
supposed to
yeah,
hit Sunday
true.
through Monday. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunday night through
Okay.
Monday. So maybe we can't
I
leave,
might,
but
dude, I might not even be able to go home if that's the case. If I'm there Sunday night, we'll see.
yeah, might just have to stay. Who knows? Yeah, you in those fucking
um,
sweatpants. This man wears the same sweatpants like 4 times he comes over to my house, dude. I'm like, dude,
they're so
honestly,
comfy.
buy
They
a
are
different pair of
so comfy.
sweatpants.
Golly,
I'm like,
harping me on that.
it's funny,
So,
dude.
this week has been a lot of obviously, if I wasn't hanging out with you, working and then preparing for school. This is like the last episode before school starts, so it's gonna be a lot of who can be on the podcast and who can't because we're gonna have everything going on. If I'm not gonna be working, I'm gonna be doing school. So it's last semester though, so I only go. After that, we're done.
I will tell you, I have not done any preparation for school at all.
No, I haven't even. I don't even want to look at my email account right now.
Yeah. It turns out that I got dropped from all my classes today because there was something wrong with my FAFSA. I didn't fix it, so I had to re-sign up for all my classes right before the podcast, and now I got to figure out what's going on with my FAFSA. But I'm in them still, so that's fine. As long as I'm in them still, that's all I care about. So, all right, well, guys, we got 41 games to predict, so let's not beat around the bush too much. If you want to hear everything that we've been doing throughout the Christmas break, we'll probably have Andrew on the episode coming up. So it'll be me, Andrew, and Logan talk about everything we've done over the Christmas break, all the gifts we got, all the cool shit that we've been doing. So get ready for that. We're gonna go straight in now to though. What was that English? We're going to go straight into now the point of the show. This is our 2024 Open Critics prediction battle. And don't worry, the other two guys are still going to get the predictions in. They are sending us the predictions. Worthy, you should have all of DJ's predictions, right?
Yeah, I just literally got the last ones.
Okay. So Worthy is
And
going
they
to
are not
announce.
in the right order, though.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
It's
Well,
like-
Worthy's going to try to get all DJ's predictions in there, but us three are going to give our live predictions. I'm gonna reach out to Logan when he gets a chance, and he's going to give us his predictions as well. Unfortunately, we already missed the first game, which actually, congratulations to Andrew, the new man on the block. First time doing Fantasy Critics. First game score comes in at a crisp 87 right now at Prince of Persia and the Lost Crown. So congratulations. He got his first little taste, but it's just a tip, man. It's just a tip. Don't go all the way in yet. All right, the first game we are predicting is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the number 1 overall first pick in this year's draft. And seeing as how I am the resident JRPG guy, I'm going to take the crown and say that I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, based off Final Fantasy VII Remake score of 88 on OpenCritic, I think we'll do marginally better, seeing as this is a much more important aspect of the story, important part of the story of Final Fantasy VII. This is where we really get the meat of the character growth in the original Final Fantasy VII. We get a lot of the in-depth nuance with the actual story and world that's happening in this one. And also it's going to be set in a more open area like world. It's very similar to like God of War. So I think we see a marginal improvement here. Not going to go too crazy over that, but I will say it's going to peak just over the 1 point improvement and hit a 90 for the first time in the Final Fantasy VII game. Well, no, actually I think the old ones scored very well to that. So I think it goes not 89, but 90. I think it's where it sits. It stays at 90. So, all right, next down the list, Worthy, go ahead and give us DJ's prediction for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
EJ has. Let's make sure this is right. 81.
All right, I'm gonna put that in there. 81. See, this is why I love that he's not on because he can't just go off my fucking opinions. All right, Worthy, you're up next, man. What are you predicting and why are you predicting?
I was going to actually say 90. I want to be different from you, so I'm going to go 89.
You don't have to be different from me, but 89 is a good pick. I was bouncing between 89 and 90 when I was thinking of it, so
Yeah.
that's a good pick. I said I do think it's a slight improvement. The only reason I went a little higher than I normally would is like because I did with Spider-Man 2. I originally said, 88 to 89. that was going to be the 1 point improvement sequel wise. We all know they ended up getting a 91. So I was like, well, maybe sequels are being weighed a different way in the more modern times, because I do think Spider-Man 2 is less of a game than the original Marvel Spider-Man overall in terms. So who knows? All right, Andrew, wrap us up here with our first one. What are you predicting and why are you predicting?
So I'm gonna go lower than you and Worthy, but God, not as low as DJ. Wow. I'm gonna go with 86.
86. All right.
I just think that a game like this, it's so how do you put this? It's long awaited. People have wanted to see this Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's all they could talk about as most anticipated for the Game Awards, right? It won most anticipated, yeah. So I don't think they're gonna. I think people, and the reviewers are going to be let down by the game. Not as much so to where it scores low. I think it's still gonna be a good game. I think they're expecting a lot more than what I think is gonna be there. So I think the score is gonna be a little bit lower.
81
But
is a
still,
wild prediction, man.
that's a little bit way too low.
That is
for
an
a
insane prediction.
For a franchise that consistently puts out games like that are very good. 81 is a little weird.
I think
But
Final Fantasy 15, which is widely regarded as one of the worst ones, is like at like an 82.
yeah.
So, all right. By the way, Worthy, I don't remember if you remember that I told you we're doing things a little differently this year. There's not going to be any delay predictions or anything like that. If a game gets delayed, it gets deleted from the list and replaced with a different game. So we're just predicting scores. Yeah. There's a couple games that we all picked that I'm fairly confident are not going to come out, but I'm still going to predict this review score for them, especially one predicted by the man over to my left. On my screen, on you guys' screen is different, but one of his games is 100% not fucking coming out. So, but I'm still gonna put.
You do not say that. You have no faith.
I'm still gonna put a review score on it. But all right, next up, we are gonna go to you, Worthy, first. This is a game you picked last year. It's a game both you and I are very excited about. We've both been wanting to get a score. You tried last year. I'm trying this year. Wait, no, Logan's trying this year. Who the hell got this? I think it was Logan.
Logan's got it.
Yeah, Logan's got it this year. So
he's
trying this year. All right. So Worthy, what is your prediction for Hollow Knight Silksong? The at this point, long awaited sequel to the very well renowned Hollow Knight from was that 2015 or 2016? No, there's no way, right? It's got to be 2017 or 18, right?
I thought it was 18.
2017, February 2017. So it was early. So yes, it's been a while since I've been. Sorry, drink that Mountain Dew, man. Mountain Dew makes me do weird stuff.
I'll go. I wanted 92.
92. All right. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
If it does actually come out, it will score. I think it'll score really good.
Yeah. I am going to go with my 1 point improvement over the original Hollow Knight. I think the original Hollow Knight took the world by storm. I think people were not ready for how absolutely freaking fantastic I am pushing myself to not go a little down because it's been so long and so belittled in its development. There could be some old school mechanics that were maybe the development team introduced in 2020, 2021. By the time the game comes out, those will kind of be older game mechanics that maybe more modern reviewers don't love as much. So I'm bouncing back and forth between an 89 or 91. And I don't know, just
meet it in the middle, man.
No, because that's the same score as the first one got. I think it's going to miss 90. I'm going to go 89. I think it's going to miss 90 just by one much because it will have some of those aging game mechanics. I mean, this game's going to be in production for 7 years by the time it comes out, if it does hit this year. And that's a long-ass time for a game to be in production. All right. Well, do I want to make a final? By the way, Andrew, you can change your predictions until the next person predicts. And since I'm the one that tells you when to go, I have infinite time. No, I'm going to stick with 89. I'm going to stick with 89, write it out. All right. Worthy, what did DJ predict for Hollow Knight Silksong?
72.
72.
Oh my god.
That's what I have right here.
There's no way.
I'll show you.
I don't know what DJ's looking at, man. I can see Hollow Knight. Yep, there it is. Hollow Knight. I can make that out. 72.
Holy crap!
Wow. All right.
You want to text him to maybe think about these again?
He's gonna lose a lot of. Well, he's just not gonna get any points.
All right, well, fuck it. 72. Here we go. Andrew, what are you predicting for Hollow Knight Silk Song?
I'm gonna go 87 on this one. Again, what we 7 years in the making. I hope they come out with something good. I hope it's not no 72 that they come out with. So we'll see how that goes. I think the community's gonna like this. I think the reviews will be good. I don't think it'll be a 90 game, but I think it'll be close.
I can tell you for a fact that this game comes out at 72. It's one of the biggest disappointments of this year, if not the biggest disappointment of this year. All right, next up on the list is Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, another long belittled in development game originally announced in 2018. The original game, I believe, came out in 2016. I do, in fact, really enjoy the first Hellblade. So we're going to go to Andrew, as you're up first now on this one. What are you predicting for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2?
So I tried watching and reading stuff about all these games I had no idea about because I want to at least sound somewhat smart about these games when I give a prediction, not lowball it at 72. But who would do that? I don't think this is still a 90 game. Then again, I'd have to play the first game to see how I feel about it. But I'm gonna go 84 on this one. Again, I would need more expertise knowledge on what we think this game is gonna be, but I feel like the review scores go up and down. Like you think of games that you think and you go and look at the review score, and it's sitting at like a 76. But then you go see, like a let's just say Black Ops 2 was like a 76. Now Baldur's Gate is a 96, a game that no one knew until last year. It's like I said, it's up in the air. So
I'm fairly certain Black Ops 2 is way more.
Oh, it was not. It's way more than 76.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like,
as a game people know, and then game no one has heard of until that year.
83.
Wow, that's interesting.
The original Black Ops is an 87.
Maybe the critics were just ruthless back then.
Then Black Ops Cold War is a 76. So you got that one right.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. But I think being in that mid 80s is a good safety net for games that you may not know of, but if they got picked in the first round, you might not want to choose that low because they're gonna be, much anticipated games.
By the way, Worthy, are you excited for Goal 4?
Yeah, Goal 4.
Yeah, that's whatever. All right. I'll go up next. Let's see. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. I have said time and time again that I think the brilliance of the first one comes from its tightness and its focus on the singular thing that it is. It's not a long game. It's about an 8-hour game. If you spend time collecting everything, it's maybe like a 12-hour game. But it's not a long game. It's very tight and compact and focused on what it wants to do and the story that it wants to do. I'm worried that the sequel has been in development for so long that it's going to go too big. It's going to want to say too much and do too much. So original score was an 83. I'm going to Price is Right Andrew and go with an 80. I'm sorry, original score was an 84. I'm going to Price is Right Andrew and go with an 83 on my own prediction. There's something about this game that it hasn't really sit right with me. How they talked about it, how that's been shown pretty much exclusive in cutscenes, the resilience to show any sort of gameplay going on now. 6 years of development time. I don't know. Something just screams to me that this may not be as good as everyone thinks it is. But I still love Ninja Theory, and I think they're amazing storytellers. And I think the game will still be scored pretty well off of that, but not as big as I think Xbox or its fan base wants it to be. So, all right, let's go to DJ. Give me what DJ predicted there, because I can only imagine at this point.
79.
79?
That's not
okay.
That's not terrible. That's reasonable.
That's reasonable. It'd be a disappointment, reasonable. All right, Worthy, what is your prediction?
I'm actually going to choose 83 on this one.
83 as well. All right, yeah. So we're in the
Yeah.
same boat or different reasoning.
Same boat. It's been in development for a long time, and I don't think it's going to score nearly as high as the first one.
Well, the first one scored 84,
It's a
so
little bit lower.
yeah. All right, moving on to the next one. I'm back up on the clock first, which sucks because I know nothing about this game. Worthy knows more about this game than I do. So, all right, the Plucky Squire is our next prediction. I know Worthy's super excited about this. There's nothing. What are you doing? All I hear is a fucking squeal coming from the hallway. No, I think she's refilling the bathtub or something. Oh. Do you know who's making the Plucky Squire? Let's go with that.
What was this game? This was a game that
It's a game that
like,
Worthy got last year.
yes, and then
I
like
was
someone
upset
saw
they
it.
didn't come out. It got pushed back.
Someone saw it.
So
and
all possible futures, have they made a game before? It doesn't look like it. Looks like this is their first game. All right. Well, I know everyone was really excited about this. I have honestly no clue. So I'm going to go with tried and true faithful, the thing that carried me through the first year of these predictions. By the way, I'm back-to-back winner of these predictions. So I'm going to throw that out there. 84 carries me through. So I'm going to go with 84. Worthy seems very excited about this game. He thinks it's going to go good. I've learned to trust him over the past couple of years of doing this. He's pretty good, and he's got pretty good instincts. So I'm going to trust him with the 84. Worthy, you're up next. What's your prediction? Are you going to prove me wrong or prove me right?
I'm going to go 80. What did you say?
That's a 4.
84. I'm going 86.
86, okay.
I really do like what they're doing in the game. It reminds me a little bit like Yoshi's Yarn World, where you go front and back, you can look behind something, you play on the other side. But they're doing it in a little bit of a different way from that, and I like the whole aspect they're going through with it.
All
For
right.
the most part.
Well, let's go to
DJ?
Let's go to DJ. Let's see what he's got for this one.
71.
All right.
He doesn't want to win. Like I think it's just he doesn't want to win.
I think I'm gonna ask him off stream, like if he actually paid attention or he just randomly put down numbers. If he randomly put down numbers, that I wouldn't be mean to him. So, all right. Well, Andrew, what is your prediction for the Plucky Squire?
This game just, I don't know. It doesn't look that fun to me. Then again, I'm also not a fan of these kind of games, I guess. But I haven't played enough games to be a fan of anything. So yeah.
Fair enough, I guess.
I'm not gonna go as high as you guys. I'm gonna go with 81 for this game. Just that. I mean, it has a release date, right?
No.
It doesn't have a release
I
date.
think it's 20. It just
doesn't
says
even have a
2024, I
window.
think.
Okay, so a
Might
game
be
that may not
it might
even
have
come out.
changed it to summer.
I'd imagine it will come out.
Yeah, it's just an
Let's see.
estimated release date. They have no clue. So
But from what I've heard people talk about this game, they're not expecting something great, but they want a game that's okay because it's been for so long. But yeah, I think 81's a good number.
I believe it's gonna come out in April, spring.
Okay.
It'd be like one of those drop from Nintendo Direct randomly.
Gotcha.
all right. So what'd you say? I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say, Andrew?
81.
81. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention. All right. Little Nightmare 3's. What? Little Nightmare 3 is up next. Worthy, want to go to you for your prediction. First and foremost.
3.
I have a lot of background on this, by the way, because I don't know why I've been really tracking this game.
The other two weren't good, I believe, and it looked nice and interesting. It's never been something that really made me want to play it. I do like the general idea of it. I'm just gonna go 77.
All right, 77. Well, all right, here's my background on it. Little Nightmares 3 is the sequel to Little Nightmares 1 and 2, scoring 79 and 82 respectively for both of those. This is a game being developed by a different team. This is Supermassive Games, the development team behind the Quarry, the Dark Pictures anthology, and the infamous Until Dawn PS4 game, which I love Until Dawn. But they've never really found their stride ever since that game, even though some of their games score really good. They got their teeth wet in Little Nightmares by porting it to Stadia in 2021, and then later that year porting it to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So that's how they got into it. Now they are the full development team on Little Nightmares 3, and I think they are going to stick to their mediocrity, and I'm going to give this an 81. Still don't think they're catching back up to their Until Dawn high. Until Dawn is a amazing video game
Amazing game. Yeah.
they have not been able to get back to that height no matter how much they try. All right, let's go to DJ. I'm actually really tuned into his predictions now. I'm loving you reading his predictions. They're wild. I don't actually know.
76.
76. Okay, he's in line then a little bit there. All right, that's not that bad of a one. I like that. All right, Andrew, what do you got, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little higher than him and say 78.
All right.
And this looks like a fun game if you're into adventure / almost. It's almost like an escape game.
Well, it's a horror game.
Yeah, horror / escape. So if you like those kind of games, good for you. Not me though. I tried playing Lethal Company last night and I almost cried.
It was poo-pooed you
Go
panties.
for Death Space.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put it that way, that's what about happened. I think 78 will be. I don't see it going above an 80. But then again, new team working on it, so we'll see what they put out.
Yeah. All right, next up on the docket is Banisher's Ghost of New Eden, the new RPG IP from coming from Don't Nod and Focus Home Interactive. Let's go to Andrew. You're up, I think, first as the first pick. No, yes, Andrew, you're up as the first pick here.
That's so amazing. Coming out next year? Well, yeah, day before Valentine's Day, I believe, right? I think they gave it a February 13th. Release date. Or I know it's February because just about every game's coming out in February.
February 13th. Yep.
Everything's coming out in February. I think new franchises always kind of they're like up in the air. Some are good. It's like burnt toast. Maybe one side is good, and then you flip it over, and then the other side isn't good.
Who the fuck likes burnt toast?
I'm just saying.
You psychopath.
It could be okay. So maybe it's like pizza. One side is good and looks great. You flip it over, and it's burnt, and it looks disgusting.
So like when you get
That's
delivered.
how I think. Yeah, well, yeah, that too. That's how I think about new gaming franchises. Some are good, some not so much.
Man said burnt toast is appealing.
I don't know. Is this gonna be my first low score of the prediction? I don't know. I don't think I want to go above a 73 on this.
Okay, so
I don't know how great it's gonna be. So, yeah, let me do 73.
73. All right, I will go last. So Worthy, what is your prediction for Banisher's Ghost of New Eden?
I'm gonna go 75.
75.
I think it'll just score okay.
All right. Well, I am very close to you guys. I may be one of the. You know what? I'm actually going to split you guys because I was going to go 76, but I'm playing the Price is Right game. Here's the thing. I love Don't Nod. I love what they make. I love the type of games that they make. I think they're a great studio. They made the Life is Strange games. They made Vampire, which is kind of like their spiritual sequel to Vampire. Vampire got a 72. I think this is an improvement. I can see this landing anywhere between 74 and 76. But just to be interesting, I'm going to middle you guys at 74. And yeah, but I would not be surprised if this goes to 76. I think this is improvement over Vampire in its general style. I think maybe they refined some of their RPG systems and people are received well. But at least from what I see, I don't see this game getting anywhere really close to an 80 or anything like that. So I'm actually interested to see what TJ's prediction is because he picked up this game last year, wanted to pick up this game this year, but Logan stole it out from underneath of him. So if he predicts in the 70s or below anywhere in the 70s, I'm confused by why he wanted the game. But anyway, let us know what DJ's predicting.
78.
78. All right, there we go. That makes sense. So
I can see it doing that.
All right. And now we're going to go to Pragmata. This is DJ's final. No, sorry, this is Logan's final prediction. I do have to say, I do not think this game's going to come out at all this year. The last trailer we got, pretty much, if I feel like if this game does have a chance to come out in 2024, it's like December 31st, and that's like the only time it can possibly come out. But when this game does come out, I think it looks pretty interesting. Capcom's been doing fairly well on their critical receptions outside of Exoprimal. No, this is a risk.
Primal.
It's got a 67. It's not a well-received game,
Yeah,
but this is a risk. It's a very different kind of very Hideo Kojima style game. But if you're not Hideo Kojima, can that style really work for you? So I think this is kind of a more duddy version of a Capcom game. I'm gonna go on the low end here and say a straight 70. No 60s, no over 70s. But I think even if this game does come out, which again I do not think it will come out this year. I'm gonna say it's probably not gonna be received very well because it's gonna be trying to imitate something that nobody can really imitate because he's a man and a creator all to himself. It's like someone coming out and trying to copy Tarantino. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna go well. So, all right, Worthy, you're up.
Okay. I think it's gonna. If it does come out, which I don't think it will. Also, I think it'll score at least all right, but not great by no means. I'll go 73.
73. All right. Hope I didn't influence you there. Hope you.
No, you didn't.
Don't let me influence you. I'm not the most genius person ever of all time. I know a lot about the industry, but predicting games can be a wild experiment. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I thought you were honestly going to score higher.
I wanted to because I think it looks cool, but like I just know when people try to like copy other person's stylings, it's usually not received that well, regardless of how I like it or not. Let's go to DJ first. Let's see what DJ had to say about Pragmata.
72.
72. Well, he's right in line with us. All right, Andrew, you gonna bring it home with 71, or what are you gonna do?
You read my mind there. I'm pricing it right at 71. 2 words for this game: Capcom base exploration. If the recent year didn't tell us anything about those 2 things, no words. So yeah, 71.
All right. I don't know what you mean by that. Capcom's been killing it.
Exoprimal, and if we talk about space exploration, that's the one that I'm 71. We'll leave it at that.
Well, here's the thing.
They're good at fighting.
Capcom's have one dud in the past 8 years. All right. Everyone lay off
All right.
Exoprimal. I actually really enjoyed it for what it was. All right, we're gonna go now
That was good for
to
the week.
one of my most hyped games this year. Hopefully, I get a chance to play it, but I got a lot of stuff to get through if I do want to get the chance to play it. But we're gonna go to Worthy for the prediction here. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth coming out very, very shortly in late January, right? January 29th, I think. Sounds
26 is what I'm seeing.
26 okay.
That's right. That's a Friday. That sounds right to me.
All right, so Worthy, where are you going with Like a Dragon, Infinite?
I'm going 85. It'll score high and good.
High and good.
I ain't good.
That's what I called my 20s. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Andrew, where you got for Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth?
I know I've heard some good things about this game, but I can't put it up there in the 90s. I don't think it'll be low in the 70s either. I think from what I saw in the last game too, from Like a Dragon, it looked okay. But we'll see. I'm gonna go with 82 on this one.
82.
is a
All right.
good one.
I want you all to remember though that Like a Dragon is now representative of the Yakuza series. It's a really stupid change. Yakuza is such a better name for these games, but they're going now with Like a Dragon. But this is the styling of the original game called Yakuza Like a Dragon, which was the turn-based spin-off of the original Yakuza games, but now everything is called Like a Dragon. It's very confusing. I'm not gonna lie. But yes, this is the sequel to Yakuza Like a Dragon, and I think this game is going to score very good. The first game got an 86 on OpenCritic. They're going to do nothing but improve their RPG systems. They're adding an entire island to customize, bringing in those Animal Crossing fans. I think this is going to be a big one. I was upset that I couldn't get it in the draft. I'm going 88 on this one. I think it's going to be real good, and I am super excited for this. I cannot wait. Worthy, where is DJ going with this one?
83.
83. Okay, well, there we go. He unwillingly prices right Worthy and Andrew. All right, the fighting game guru. We are gonna go back to Worthy for his first pick because I love him and his fighting games. They carried him to victory last year. So we're gonna go to Tekken 8. Our predictions now. Worthy, go ahead and give us your prediction for Tekken 8.
Well, I don't think it was going to score as high as Street Fighter 6.
Well, no fighting game in the history of fighting games ever has scored as high as Street Fighter 6. So
Street Fighter 6.
But I think it'll score an 82.
me too. Yeah, that's a
I think
respectable score
they're
for a fighting.
good.
Yeah, I mean,
I've always liked playing the arcades.
yeah,
of them.
I mean, people seem to be very high on this one. I can't really tell you why people will be high on this one, but all right, I'm gonna go second since I went last time. Sorry, Andrew. I don't. I'm a fighting game fan, but it's like something that I'm really shitty at. Like I'm not good at fighting games. I remember when Worthy and I tried to play. What was that? It was the fucking DC Injustice. Gods Among Us, the first one. He beat the shit out of me for about 3 nights, and I gave up. So give me Fight Night though. Ask Worthy about our dorm room Fight Night battles. Nobody beats me at Fight Night. Nobody beats me at Fight Night of Mario Kart. You better stand the fuck down. I'm sure.
I never played yet Mario Kart. I don't think.
You don't want to. Ask Andrew. Ask Logan. You don't want to.
Moto?
No, Mario Kart.
Oh God.
Anyway,
Screw that.
Anyway, I think this, based off the fans' reactions and how they are excited for this, I think this is an improvement over Tekken 7, which came in at an 82. So I'm gonna go with Old Reliable here, Old Faithful. I'm gonna go with 84. You know, it's brought me to victory too many times on these past couple years of doing this stuff, so I'm gonna stick with it. All right, let's go to DJ's prediction next.
They go 8-0.
8-0. All right. Well, his predictions are getting better.
Yeah. It just took a little bit.
Yeah,
to catch up.
he had to settle in. It's like the beginning of the
Yeah.
season. He had to settle into it. All right, Andrew, where are you going with Tekken 8, man?
I'm gonna split all of you guys. I'm gonna go with an 81 on this one. It looks okay. From what I've watched on it, nominated for most anticipated. People are excited for it, but that might just be because of the series and not. I don't know. But you add fighting and adventure all into one game. I think that could be fun, but I don't see it being a game everyone wants to play. So I think 81 is going to be my safety here.
All right. Going straight back to Andrew. He's the first one to pick Black Myth Wukong, the long anticipated Chinese mythology game based off the Journey to the West novel. Originally being developed by one single individual in Unreal Engine 5, it has now since got some publication deals, and a full team is behind the completion of the game. Black Myth Wukong, due out later this year. Andrew, where are you going with it?
Yeah, reading about this, I thought it was pretty cool. How game scientists, creating this RPG. Not coming out until I think the fall. But I still think it'll be well received by the community. I don't think I had it going. Where's my list at? Here we are. I don't think I had it going above an 80. So let me stick with 80 on this one. I think it'll be okay for people to play. I don't think it'll be what everyone plays, but from what I've seen so far, it looks good. So.
All right. Let's mix this up. Let's go to DJ randomly. See what he's thinking.
88.
80.
Wow.
DJ's very high on Black Myth Wukong.
He
I will
is.
say, all right, I'm gonna go next. I will say the game looks incredible. Every time we've seen it, it looks like just a beautiful looking Unreal Engine 5 game. The gameplay does look generally fun and exciting. Who knows how it feels and all that. Like, Game Science is an okay developer. They're not really a great developer. They're not like a historical developer. They are one of the newer ones. I don't know why they didn't pull it. There it is. Game Science is an American company. There we go. Like, this is one of their first games. So, I don't know, guys. I don't really know. That's not true at all. I read that entirely wrong. My bad. They've been doing games since 1968, apparently. Board games. Anyway, I don't love you.
I love you too.
Not you. I don't know. I actually like Andrew's prediction. I think the game is going to come out. There's going to be not a disappointment with the realization of what it is, but maybe an understanding of the way it looked bloated our expectations to an unreachable way. So I'm bouncing between an 82 and an 81. I don't really want to Price is Right, Andrew, because I kind of sometimes don't love playing that unless I can't decide. So I'm going to stick with an 82. I'm not going to Price is Right him that much. So I think the game comes out and it's gonna be a great game, very similar to like what Liza P was this year, who also scored an 82. Super exciting game, well played. But I mean, we've seen from this past year, it's sometimes hard for a game to get high 80s. You know, it takes a lot to reach that goal. Even though we did just have the greatest year of video games of all time. So
We did.
But all right, Worthy, your last one up. Where you going with this one, man?
I'm really excited for this game, and I was really wanting this game on my list. Really, DJ score is sort of where I want to be, but I want to try to get some points. I'll have him be the high one, and I'll come down to 86.
I don't know why, but in my head, I'm like, I think he's gonna say 86. So, all right, we got 82 for me, 88 for DJ, 86 for Worthy, and 80 for Andrew. I wish DJ was here so he could be up first for this one, but Wardy, Warhammer
Hi.
40. I combined everything in my head. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, a game that I am actually pretty excited about. I recently on a Steam sale got Warhammer 40K Space Marine, the original, so I will be playing through that before this comes out. But I'm excited about this game. I wish he was here, but we can still get his prediction first, even though he's not here to explain why. So what does he think Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, probably his most anticipated game of the year, is going to score this year?
78.
Really thought that was going to be higher, but all right. Man, most anticipated game, huh? Hold on, before I make my prediction, I'm gonna cheat and look up what Space Marine 1 got. By the way, you remember the first year that we did this and fucking Logan screamed cheating when we were looking up scores? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Fuck that guy, right?
Wait, what was he doing? He was looking up the scores of.
No, we were looking up the scores and he thought that was cheating.
Oh
Oh,
And I disagreed with him.
no, I'm not that. Who's to say that game? That's stupid. God, didn't the first Spider-Man do way better than what the one did this year?
What?
Didn't the first Spider-Man do way better than what Spider-Man 2 did this year?
Yeah, 3 points. Wait, no, the
Oh,
first
okay.
Spider-Man. No, the first Spider-Man was 88. Spider-Man 2 was,
Oh,
was
okay,
91.
okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the freaking game, and it's not letting me find the game. There we go. All right, 76 for Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. For Space Marine 1, sorry. So maybe DJ's prediction wasn't that crazy. I don't know, Worthy. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna trust the Warhammer 40K guy. But I'm gonna go one above him, 79.
Yeah.
Worthy, where you going?
79.
Okay. Andrew, where you going, man?
For third-person shooters always
Oh, amazing. You're
interesting.
right.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, you got RE4, fine. Gears of War, fine.
Wait.
Gears of War.
Oh, hold on. Let's fucking roll this back a
What?
little bit.
What?
You
First three
said Resident Evil 4 fine, widely regarded as one of the most influential and important video games ever made. Gears of War fine. Revolutionized an entire genre of games for that time and that console.
I don't know.
Fine.
Just fine for me. That's all I'm gonna say. Fine for me. Whatever. Fine.
My
Whatever.
head hurts.
I guess at 79. I don't want to go that high. I think 76 might be a good point for there.
That is the
Don't think
same
it'll
as the
be.
original one. All right.
Well, sorry.
Sorry, I just said all right. All right. We've made it to Helldivers 2. I cannot fucking wait for Helldivers 2, guys. I'm so excited for this. No one seems to know what the hell it is. I remember when we reacted to the PlayStation Showcase, I popped off for it. No one knew why I was excited. I predicted this at the beginning of last year that it was going to get announced. No one knew what the hell it was. I do have to say, though, I have softened on my expectations a little bit for it based off, I think it may not be exactly what everybody is expecting. I know what to expect from this, a co-op driven, third-person, alien shoot 'em up, where you drop, you shoot, you die, you respawn, over and over again, you complete missions, and that's the loop. I'm ready for that. I'm excited for that. That's what I want to play with you guys and everyone who wants to play with me. But I think maybe it will not hit as hard with reviewers as I think everyone's expecting, although I do think it's going to get a little bit of a PlayStation boost. So I'm going to say, I want to say 83, but before I officially make that, let me see what the first one got. The first one got an 82, and that was an isometric. So I'm going to go with Old Faithful, 84.
That's wow. Interesting.
Worthy, what do you got? I wanted to go with 83, but I'll go with 84.
Yeah. I'll go with 83.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Specified that stuff.
What's the old bearded man say about Helldivers 2?
Let's see. 76.
I hate this man with a fiery passion.
You're gonna hate me next.
All right, Andrew.
I'm glad you like this game a lot because it does not look fun to me at all. I am very confused as to what the entire game is. So give me 78 on the game. I
Wait,
don't think it goes above an 80.
Did you say we were all gonna play it?
That had to be another game. I remember watching this game at the showcase, and I tried to pay attention as much as I could. This is a game I went right to my phone. It did not look fun to me. But I thought we were playing
When
another
does it come
game.
out?
In February.
Isn't it? It's soon.
Yeah, I can't wait. I thought Andrew was gonna play it for me. I thought we were all excited.
No, I thought that was.
I'll play
wasn't
with you.
that,
Okay,
Wasn't that
cool, cool.
Hades? Wasn't that Hades 2?
Hades 2 doesn't even have
It
a
was
release
something
date.
2. It was
Yeah.
something 2. Was it Helldivers 2?
Yes.
No, it was World of Goo.
No, it
We
definitely
loved
was.
that game. We
definitely-
loved watching that game, dude.
Definitely
I
not
got that
World
game
of.
for free.
I know, because I accidentally set the fucking minimum as 0. It's changed now, by the way. I changed that immediately. When
Did
I
he really
saw.
pick up the game? He picked up the game for $0.
Yeah, a little fucker.
That's bullshit.
It's my fault, to be fair. So
Damn it, Worthy.
let me get
I
this
got
straight.
3 games for $10. So
You think Helldivers 2 is going to come out, completely change the way the game plays, have all the PlayStation budget behind it, and score 4 points less than the original game, which was an
Fully do.
isometric top-down shooter?
Fully do.
I'm calling you a complete idiot. All right, our next
Alright.
game of prediction is
me.
Pacific Drive. This game is getting a lot of momentum on Steam right now. People have been playing it. People seem to be excited about it. I can't wait to see more about it. Worthy, let's go to you first. What is Pacific Drive going to score?
I actually don't know anything about this game, so I'm just gonna go 78.
78. All right, in the pocket. Love it. Andrew. By the way, this is a first person. Do you know like the old walking simulators?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a first person walk/driving simulator where you slowly drive across. Imagine like a zombie apocalypse first person modern Oregon Trail,
Okay.
where your car is the cart and you have to deal with problems with the car happening. You have to get out, get past traps, things happen, collect data. Recently, I saw this guy who's playing it on Steam. There's these mannequins that you run into that if you get out of the car and you engage with the mannequins, they will follow you if you're not looking at them.
Interesting.
And
Oh, it's like the Easter egg on Nuketown.
oh, it's like the scene from the Resident Evil Village DLC.
Yeah.
That's a fucking terrifying DLC. Don't play it. But all right. Anyway, it looks really good. I'm excited. So, Andrew, where are you going, man?
I don't know where you got looks good from, so that was a little interesting. 76 is what I'm going for.
Because I'm a fan of different games. I don't just suck at Call of Duty like you do.
Find another game to talk about with me, please.
All right.
Jeez.
I'm excited. I think Pacific Drive is going to score fairly well. I think it's going to sneak up on people. It's one of those smaller games that Worthy and I know tend to score pretty well sometimes. So I'm going to go with an 81 here. Honestly, not that much higher than you guys, but I do think it gets a little higher than what y'all are predicting. All right, where's DJ going with this? I know he's excited about this. He's talked about it, so
79.
okay, not that excited about it, I guess, but at least we're all kind of right there in the middle. All right, speaking of excited, here it is. The one we've been waiting for, the one that we had a gentleman's agreement not to do anything with. DJ can't drop it. We can't counterpick it. Nothing can happen with it. He pulled the trigger in the draft. We all love him for it. Andrew, what is your prediction for Skull and Bones?
There
do you
hasn't
want to do DJ first?
Yes, actually
let's
I do.
DJ first.
That is a
Let's
fantastic co-host
let's
cut
hear
in
what
right
he wants
there.
to do.
That is a fantastic co-host cut-in right there. What is DJ's prediction for a game that he's now picked twice in the Fantasy Critics League, and the game still has not come out yet?
77.
77 for DJ.
Being
The
nice.
man has fucking hope, and I'm happy for him. Andrew, what are you picking?
There hasn't been anything I could say about this game that hasn't been said already. I don't think it will do well. I don't think it makes it above a 70, so I'm going 70 strictly. I don't think he gets any points if this does come out.
All right. Here's what I'm thinking. If you would have asked me a year ago, I would have said 60. But I have heard some good things. People say it's not as bad as they expect it, but it still doesn't really seem to be previewing in a way that's beneficial to the review scores. So I think it may score a little better than I would have predicted last year, just based on the fact that it's actually a functional game. So I'm going to predict man's favorite number, 69. Worthy,
Dang.
where are you going with Skull and Bones?
I am going with my college number, 63.
63.
Wow.
He's going even lower, going down in
Wow.
the dumps. Any reason why or what?
I just don't think it's going to score high, and I just want to choose my football number. Also,
That's
the only
him
time I
saying he
think I
wants.
could.
That's him
and get
saying he wants
points.
DJ to lose money.
I
Not
could
lose money, lose points.
I could pick my football number, but there's only one game that's ever scored that low, and that was the day before. Because my football number was 15. So I don't think things are going to go that low. So, all right. We move on now to Andrew's number 1 pick. So I will let him predict first. What are you going to predict for your own game, Persona 3 Reloaded?
Hang on, I have my list pulled up. Where'd I have it? There we go. A franchise I had to learn about because when I was picking this draft, I had no idea what I was doing. Do I think it's a 90 game? Sure. It's Persona. Why wouldn't it be? Do I think that other people are going to think that? No, probably not. I think at most it gets an 85. I think it's going to be well received and well liked. I don't think it's going to be a 90 game like, Persona 5 was, but you can't compare that because Persona 5, like you said, is one of the best Persona games that you've played.
It's one of the best JRPGs of all
So,
time, if not
yeah.
the gold standard
Yeah.
for a Japanese role-playing game, Persona 5.
I think it'll do okay. I don't see it being a 90 game.
All right. Well, I'm going to Price is Right you because the original Persona 3 is sitting at an 81 and 82. Actually, I don't know what Persona 3 Fez is because OpenCritics doesn't go back that far. But Persona games are widely regarded. They're even regarded more now than Persona 3 was when it came out. So even now to this day, they are regarded in much higher fashion than they originally were when they came out back in 2007. And back in 2007, the game got an 86. The re-release got an 89. So I've completely changed my mind based off seeing that. And I am now going to predict the remake for Persona 3. Excuse me. '91.
Wow.
I think there's something about Persona that people have clicked with, especially in the West. People have fallen in love with this franchise, with its mechanics, with its social links, and I think this remake is going to improve on everything that the original had with all the knowledge of what they used to do versus what they can do now. The Persona team, also known as P Studio, and I think this is going to be more than just a remake as we know it. This is going to remake the game visually and then entirely rebuild the mechanics of the old Persona 3 with the innate, phenomenal storytelling that P Studio is known for. So I'm going big. I probably overshot that, but I'm so excited. I can't wait for Persona 3. So 91 for me. Worthy, let's go to DJ first. What is he thinking on Persona 3 Reloaded?
80.
Okay. I can guarantee you he's fucking wrong on that one. If this game gets an 80, I will break my keyboard live on stream. I'll just take this thing right here and just fucking snap it, all right? Worthy, what are you predicting?
I'm going 89.
89. Okay, so
I
we're
think
both
it
going
just
high.
stays below it. 90.
I was thinking 89 or 90, but I'm like, you know what? Persona 5, 95. Persona 4, 94. Why not Persona 3 get a 91? I don't know. I'll just do it out there. So, all right. Andrew, I'm going to go back to you once more because this is your game, and you picked this with your second overall pick in the draft. You're super confident in it, so I'm going to go right back to you. What is your prediction for your own Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024?
I have this one a little high. I don't remember by how much. I don't know. I mean, 4 years in the making since their original one came out.
Okay, well, the original
Obviously
one
there's
came
gonna-
out like in the 70s, so
Okay, if
let's
we want to
back
go
off a little
that
bit.
far, let's go. Flight Simulator came out, Microsoft's one. What's that game? Save it because the one that I played, the first one I played was 2020. So 4 years now that they've been making a new one. I'm not sure how much there is to improve on what they made. I mean, performance-wise and graphics-wise, I get it. Xbox exclusive, man. We know how those go.
Well,
Not great.
PC.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, to do that, from what I've seen, it does look really good. So I'm gonna give it 88 on that one. I don't think
88.
it's a 90 game, but I think it's gonna be nice. I hope they made some good improvements on what they had.
All right, Worthy, where are you going with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024?
Mm-hmm. I know the first one I scored good.
92.
Yeah.
Scored very well.
hmm
I can
I'm
say
gonna go 90.
90. Okay.
Yeah.
I can
think
say,
it
Andrew,
stays there.
backtracking to Persona 3, if your number one pick gets to an 85, that's not great. I just want to let you know that.
I don't know.
All right, before we get to me, what is DJ predicting for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024?
92.
92.
Wow.
He's sticking with the original
The
score.
original.
Oh, fuck it. I'll price is right both of you. You know what? No, I'm Price is Right. You and Andrew. That's what I'm gonna do. I do kind of agree with Andrew. I don't know how much mechanically this game can get any better. Maybe they can. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Asobo Studio seems to be really, really good. Actually, I don't know what I want to do now. Whatever. Worthy. I'm shrinking down to your level. I'm predicting 90.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I could also see it going like some kind of crazy like 94, 95. Like they tighten the mechanics so well that people are like we don't know how much better a flight simulator can be than this. Like they
Yeah.
just completely nail everything.
I like that they added the features of, you could do firefighting stuff now. They're doing like, stuff out in the ocean. They've added new, I don't know, I don't even know if I want to call it story. I don't think it's gonna be a story, but they've added. Well, I didn't play missions in 2020, so I didn't know what all that game had. Um, but
In
from
the
what we
first one,
saw, what's up?
could you like fly a blimp and stuff like that?
I don't
In the
know. I
flight
remember
simulator?
what I did in most of it is I would find my friend's house with a plane and then crash into
Uh,
it. I mean, that's I was griefing them, man. So I mean, from what we saw at this came out at the showcase, right? Yeah,
Yeah, the Xbox
it looked
showcase.
it looked cool. So
I think
we'll
that's what they
see.
added in the second one is where you can fight blimps and some other air vehicles.
That might be cool.
Like I
Um,
can see this game being an 88. I can see it being a 90. I can also see this game being like a 95, something crazy. Just like it's like the perfect flight simulator. I have no clue where to go with this, but where I do know where we're gonna
yeah.
go is to the next game, and the next game is the one, the only, the much loved, much hated, much talked about Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. And I'm gonna make my prediction first because I'm fairly confident. Um, Everything we've seen from this game, old and new, I've pretty much been set in my ways since this game originally got shown in all its glory last year at the PlayStation State of Play. I think this is a massive mistake from not only Warner Brothers but also from Rocksteady Games. This is the wrong studio making the wrong game, and it's gonna show 65.
Wow.
Worthy.
I didn't have it that low, but I do have it scoring low. But you know what? I'll just go 63. My football number.
You just said you went lower than me then.
I know I wasn't, but then you went so low. I was like, well, it won't matter.
All right, Andrew.
Um, Sorry, I was looking at that to make sure that was right. They said this is a sequel to Arkham Knight.
I
That
mean,
doesn't sound right.
it's
I
a
don't think this is
sequel.
gonna do.
It's a sequel the same way that Wonder Woman is a sequel to it's Man of Steel. It's in the same
Okay,
universe.
good. That's
Yeah.
cool because
Yeah.
that will not do it justice if it really is. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's in the same universe.
Let's not put those two games together.
So like the
That's gonna do
Batman
it
that's in
injustice.
this game is technically the same Batman that was in those games. Even though
Yeah.
that Batman faked his death and I don't know, things are getting weird, but I digress.
Um. Yeah, I don't see it making above a 70. I think we were making jokes about this on the draft. It's a game that is not going to do well. It's a game that is going to get laughed at, and that's fine. That's what the DC should be all about, is laughable. So I'm gonna put it at 68.
But this game was a pickup game, by the way, and the reason it's here is because we didn't get the Prince of Persia prediction in, so it took its spot. So,
Awesome.
all right, Worthy, where's DJ predicting for Suicide
Whoa.
Squad? Kill the Justice League.
72.
72. He's confident. He's
Giving
confident.
him,
He's gonna get some
yeah.
points. I
He's getting
disagree
2 points out of
wholeheartedly.
that.
So he's also confident in Skull and Bones, man. This man's got Skull and Bones and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and he said he was trying to win this year. It's bewildering. All right, Andrew, we're gonna stick with you, man. I'm gonna ride you out until the sun goes down. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the remake. I know fucking nothing about this.
I had to look this up, dude.
So, or you know what? Fine, then let's go to Worthy because I know he knows something about it. So,
I knew it came out on the Game Boy Advance. It's never something. It's never it antagonized me to play it or anything from anything I've seen. I think it's a interesting puzzle game, but I think it's just gonna score okay. I'm gonna give it a 76.
Yeah.
Just an
I was,
average score.
I
I
was
don't
close to
have.
that.
I don't.
Being a puzzle game,
Yeah.
I don't know how much better it can get than that.
Well,
I
Captain
I don't
Toad
know.
was a good game,
Yeah,
and was a
so
puzzle
I
game.
mean, those are gonna be hit or misses, but gosh, I don't even think this one didn't. The first one didn't even creep past 75. I don't think
First game has an 81.
it was an 81. Jesus, I don't think it'll even be that good.
This is, I mean, the one that this is remaking has an 81.
Okay, I mean, I'm having myself bite the bullet here. I'm only giving it a 74. I just don't see what people are kind of excited for. I picked it up because of I wanted a Mario game, and that's what I saw. So if I take the hit, I take the hit.
All right. Before I predict, Andrew, if you can get this next question right, I will predict something preposterous for this game.
Okay.
All right. What is the name of the game that Mario first appeared in, and what was his name in that game?
Oh my gosh, I've heard about this. Frick. Uh,
And keep your
I
hands
mean,
where I can. No, keep your fucking hands where I can see them, so you don't look anything up.
my hands are above my
I
head.
know
Obviously.
Worthy knows it. That's why I didn't ask him the question. So
I mean,
Yeah.
Mario came out before I was even born. That's the crazy thing about it. How am I
That's
supposed to know
two.
this?
Mario came out before we were all born. To be fair,
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
well, okay, that's not as okay.
Final
That's
Fantasy
fair.
came out before I was born, and I love it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see here.
There's hints of it in the. Oh, I'm not.
Shut up.
What, in the movie? I didn't even pay attention throughout the entire movie. I got hungry. I had to go get food. Wasn't it blanking on it? Was it a donkey? Was it a Donkey Kong game? No, Donkey Kong came out because of Mario. So I don't want to say that. Shit.
I need a
I'm
final
gonna,
answer. 10 seconds.
I'm gonna have to say it was like a strategy weird Chinese game, and his name was Michael. I don't know. I don't
Mario
know.
originated in the first ever Donkey Kong, and his name was Jumpman.
Oh my gosh. I knew
All
it.
right,
I
so
knew it was Donkey Kong.
you said it, and both Worthy and I started to
Oh,
smile. So yeah, he was the guy that ran up the ladders as Donkey Kong threw the fucking barrels at him.
Who was the princess he was saving?
Oh, it was the yellow one, wasn't it? It wasn't Peach. It was forgot who the yellow princess is. Nope, wasn't that one either. I don't know that deep, so
It's Pauline.
that's
Pauline.
that's the yellow one, Paulina.
No, the yellow one is Daisy.
Daisy, fuck, that is Daisy. All right, no, my bad. You're right. All right, but anyway, he got it wrong, so I get to make a real prediction. Before DJ's pick is revealed, I'm gonna say the original one got an 81. Nintendo Remix game's pretty good, so I'm gonna agree with Worthy. Say 76. What's DJ predicting for this one?
76.
Okay, well, if we get to 76, we all get perfect. If we get to 74, we're all fucked. All right. Next game on the list is Homeworld 3. Andrew, this is another one. Dude, what was your draft this year, dude?
I don't know. I was reading a lot of stuff. I picked this game solely on it's been 17 years since the last one came out, right?
Sure.
Homeworld 2.
2003.
So it's been now 21 years. We're coming up on 21 years of this game last coming out. I mean, hey, it looks okay, so that's why I took it. Do I think it'll score okay? I don't think it'll make it out of the 80s.
Hey, it comes out
But
my dad's birthday,
what day is that?
March 8th.
Oh, okay.
It's born
I
the
might
same
have to
day.
try it out and make sure I drafted right.
I don't know if you did, man.
No.
I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, hang on. Give it some grace. I mean, Blackbird Interactive, man, they've done some good things. Not a lot of great things, but they've been okay in the past. Um, and I believe it's PC exclusive.
That's what I'm seeing here.
So I'm gonna give it a try when it comes out. I again I don't see it making past an 80. I could see it making an 80, but I'm gonna kind of go with 78 on this one. Um,
By
I'm
the
just
way,
excited to
you
see what
s-
they've done in the last 21 years.
did you say they've made good games before?
Blackbird Interactive?
Do you
Yeah,
know
I
what
thought
games they've
so.
made?
Thought they have. Remember, I was looking at them, and the games I saw were
They made Project Eagle, Minecraft Earth, Hard Space
Minecraft.
Shipbreaker.
Yeah, I saw Minecraft.
Minecraft Earth is not a good game. It's a iOS
Minecraft
exclusive game.
Legends.
Minecraft Legends was only got a 70.
Hey man, that was fun to me.
All right. Fuck. What'd you say, by the way?
78.
78.
78. Okay. I have little to no faith in this developer. Minecraft Legends was a shit stain on my year last year. Fucked everything up. I'm mad at them. So I'm gonna be nice. Regardless of how good the other homeworld games are, that was a long time ago. Like before Andrew was born, long time ago almost. Not that old, but I'm gonna say I'll be nice and say 74. What's DJ thinking?
80.
80. Okay. Isn't that like 10 points higher than yeah, 10 yeah, 9 points higher than Hollow Knight Silk Song. If that happens, I will leak my own nudes to the internet.
Jesus.
All right, Worthy, where are you going?
I'm going.
The craziest thing
I'm
about
gonna
that statement
go.
is that I just admitted my nudes are out there. Or that I
They're
have them.
somewhere. They're somewhere. There we go.
Oh, I definitely have nudes somewhere.
I'm just gonna have us go by twos. So I'm gonna go 76.
All right.
Good strategy.
I'm pretty confident my dick is at the center of some chick's dartboard out there that I wronged in college. She's just
Hiding in
throwing
her,
darts at it over
hiding
and
in her
over again.
mind, hiding
It's a
in her
small
mind
target,
is
let me tell
only.
you. I set that one up. All right. Tales of Kenzara Zao. 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 I don't know. Anyway. Andrew, you had a funky hunky dory draft for your first one. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
and I
lie.
finished it off with a bang. We'll get to that one because I finished
Finished
it
it
off with
off. It was something. All right.
No, we were talking about this. I remember watching this trailer at the Game Awards. It's a cool story. Um, his first ever game to be made. I've read things about how it's a story within the story. I think that's pretty cool. Do I think it's gonna go all out and get even an 80? No. No, I mean this is the first game and this is also EA. My hopes in EA, when I was good sports back then, my hopes in EA was here. Now my hopes in EA are like right here. So I think we're gonna do between 70 and 80. I think I'm gonna give it a 75.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go a little bit higher than you. I think this game looks really cool. It has potential. I'm a little bit higher on the EA Originals branding than
Mm.
you are. They put out some good stuff, um, like the oh goddamn, the Brothers game, Tale of Two Sons. Obviously, It Takes Two was crazy good, and then I always forget the one that Joseph Fares did in between those two, the one with the prison break. Never remember the name of that game. But then they also did Wild Hearts, decently reviewed. Immortals of Avium, I thought was under reviewed. I think it's a much better game. Not much better. I think it's a better game than what it's reviewed, especially from like the first person shooter track. So I'll just say I'm not gonna Price is Right you. I'm gonna say 77 because I think it does get on the higher end for EA Originals. I said I'm a little higher on them. I think they've been doing pretty darn good, running into consistent games and finding some of those games to help publish and all that. All right, Worthy. Before we give you your prediction, what's DJ say about this one?
78.
78. All right. Well, yeah, we're predicting close to each other. Worthy, where are you going with this one, man?
I don't know honestly too much about it, from what you guys just said. But I'm just gonna go 75.
All right. We'll stick with Andrew. And that brings us to Andrew's final pick of the draft. If you thought they were wild before, and the infamous words of, I think it's the Warriors? No, I don't remember. This movie's a long time. You ain't seen nothing yet. Andrew selected Marvel's Wolverine 2, a game that has all but been confirmed to not be coming out in 2024. Let's give it a real prediction, though. If this game was coming out, let's say October 8th, it's the best day of the year, so it's my birthday. Let's say it's coming out that day. What, Worthy, I'm going to let you go first, would you predict in all true heartness Marvel's Wolverine would get?
Well, I probably would pick this game first.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this would have been a first round pick, dude. You kidding me? I think next year it's going to go GTA 6, Marvel's Wolverine as the first two off the board.
Yeah. Well, if I have the first overall pick, I won't be picking Grand Theft Auto. I'll be picking this.
You think? Okay. Well, first of all, I hope I get the second pick.
I'm not
yeah.
a Grand Theft Auto
Yeah,
fan.
I hope
You
I
okay.
fucking up there.
You may not be a Grand Theft Auto fan, but I don't think a single Grand Theft Auto has scored under like a 94. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Anyway,
want Wolverine.
I do want Wolverine too. Anyway, what are you picking for? What are you predicting for Marvel's Wolverine? In all earnest.
In all honesty, I'll go 90.
90. Okay. I am gonna say,
go.
in all earnest, if this game is coming out, I think Insomniac's really great. This is a different style of game. They've never really done kind of like the God of War semi-open world thing, which it appears from the rumors and leaks that this is what this is. I have all faith in them. I'm sure Marvel's Wolverine is going to be my game of the year next year when it comes out. But I will say, probably somewhere in the 87, 88, 89 range is what I would predict it. So I'll just go 88 for my prediction on the lower end or mid range. So, all right, what did DJ say about this one?
He said not coming out, and I looked through. He has another game that's like that too.
Okay, so he
unfortunately.
forgot that we did the thing. So I'll shoot him a text and let him know that we are still predicting the games. Just if they get delayed, we're just deleting them. So, all right, Andrew, it brings us to the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who for some reason decided to pick this game. By the way, who the hell counterpicked it? I forgot.
I think it was
Worthy counterpicked it. Yeah, Worthy counterpicked it. All right. What are you gonna say that it scores, Andrew?
I like that Worthy kept it above a 90 because if it does come out, he's gonna get.
Oh, I know.
That's. I'm gonna go with
Worthy. If it does come out, you're fucked, man.
Oh, I know. But I have faith they won't.
No. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 90. I don't want to give it above what Spider-Man 2 was. I don't think it'll be what Spider-Man 2 was. I still think it's gonna be a very good game. It's still Marvel and it's still Insomniac. They really don't go wrong. So I think it'll be a 90. Again, not a lot of faith it will come out. It was the last round of the draft. We were going crazy because someone picked Skull and Bones. So we all decided. I mean, everyone else.
We did not decide to do anything. I was still picking normally.
And then Mike just comes and says, "Hey, this one fell to me. Let me take it." Whatever. He didn't want to have fun.
First of all,
90.
The first pick of the last round. Oh, I guess it would have been going downward. Yeah, it would have been. So, yeah, the first pick was... I guess that was, Logan with Pragmata. Fucking dumb pick.
And then he took
Skull and Bones. And then you pick Marvel's Wolverine. I was like, well, I kind of want to win, so I'm not going to be dumb. So, I only pick a game that is technically still a risk, but I hope it comes out. Anyway, all right, we're on to my draft board now. So, I will start us with the first game. Dragon's Dogma 2 was my first pick. And I gotta say, IGN is running the first right now. We're getting looks at the game. I wholeheartedly believe, regardless of whether this is going to be a game for me or not, like the first game was not a game for me at all. I tried it, but I couldn't get sucked into it. I think this game honestly has the chance to be this year's take the internet by storm game.
Really? You think it's gonna be 2024's Baldur's Gate 3?
I don't think it's gonna be anywhere near as good as Baldur's Gate 3, but I do think it has a chance
Well, to do what Baldur's Gate did.
to be a game that comes out and surprises people. The original game has a cult following. This game, from what I've seen on previews, I don't know, man. It seems so cool and so deep that I just hope they get the open world structure right, because that's one of the only things that really took away from the first game was that open world structure, and that's what turned me off of it. So I'm hoping they figure that all out, and this game takes the world by storm. I'm gonna be reserved in my prediction just to make sure, so I get some points. So I'm gonna say 88. I'm a little bit reserved. I wanted to go 90s, but I got some other games that if they do come out, they're gonna hit 90. So I'll pull in some reserves. By the way, I'm very confident in my draft this year. I think my draft went very well for me. So
you are indeed. You're talking like it.
All right, let's go. Let's go to Worthy, because you were giving me some looks while I was talking there. So I want to see what you have to say about it.
I don't know really too much about it. I've looked a little bit in it, but nothing too much. I had it on my list, but it got picked before I would have picked it. So
yeah, first.
Yeah. I do think it'll score pretty like mid 80s. So I'm gonna go 85.
85. Okay. Respectable.
Actually, 86. Actually, do 86.
Wow.
86,
Okay.
changing it. All right, Andrew.
What have I read about this game? Well, Capcom, so that always kind of lowers my expectations. But like you said, Capcom does do good things. I think the one thing about this game,
what are you talking about? With Capcom, lower expectations.
Primal.
One game that you actually enjoyed playing. The rest of the fucking half decade that they've been putting out games, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4, all the fucking random games that came out, Monster Hunter, the games are just killing it left and right, and you're like, Capcom gives me some, reserves when I see the fucking title. Sorry, I'm good now.
Exo Primal, you guys just left me behind, and I was just there doing what I did.
You never came online.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not lying there.
You left us, and we just kept going forward.
Summertime, man.
We were in the middle of a run, and you just left, and then blamed us for finishing.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. What's your prediction?
That's okay. Rant over.
I love my rants.
I think the one aspect about this game they have to get right with any other game is open world, because I feel like that open world aspect of a game is what makes or breaks a game. If you can't get that right, a lot of people are like, what's the point of playing this game with other people or whatever? But that's not always the case. I think I was gonna go the same as. I'm surprised he went 85. I was gonna go a little bit lower than that, only by one. 86. I was gonna do. He went 86. I'm gonna do 84 for Dragon's Dogma 2.
All right, what is DJ predicting for Dragon's Dogma 2?
81.
81. Okay, that would be unfortunate for me. All right, Metaphor ReFantasio, the new upcoming game from Persona Studio, Atlas, behind the developer, underneath the tutelage of, what the fuck's the developer again? I forgot. Studio Zero. So it's not P Studios. P Studios is doing the remake. So, all right, let's go to Worthy first. I'll pick second.
And this is another one I have no clue. It wasn't even on my list.
Mike's draft was RPG. If we just want to throw that out there, it was RPG strictly.
I am an RPG player, so
yeah.
You are.
I'm gonna do. I'll go 81.
81. All right. Well, with that prediction, I actually want to hear DJ's.
78.
78. Oh my god, you guys are gonna have a heart attack when I predict my score. Andrew, what's your prediction?
we've got a release window for it still, so we're talking about fall 2024. From what I've seen about it, I don't think it'll be 78. Where I mean, I think it'll be okay. I trying to think. I don't know. These are the same people that made Persona 3, 4, and 5. So maybe they might know what they're doing. I don't know though. So I think I'm gonna go 82 on this game. I don't see it being that good, but I think the people that I'm not gonna say anything bad about RPGs. I'm gonna let the RPG people do their thing. So Mike, go ahead. What is
All right.
yours?
Well, guys, I'm so happy that you expect nothing for this. Because when this score comes out, it's going to shock the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is from the team behind Catherine, one of the highest reviewed puzzle games of all time. From the creative team that brought you Persona 3, 4, and 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is going to be the highest scored game of 2024. I'm predicting 94.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow.
okay.
I
Mike's
am
Mike's
so
not yeah.
I'm so sold. These guys have not made a bad game in 20 plus years. They have not made a game that scored anything lower than an 85 since 1999. So there's no way in hell the first time that they get a chance to make a new IP that they have talked about since 2016 about a passion project called Project Fantasy or Project Phantasmo. I forgot what they called it. They've been wanting to make this game for so long. There is no fucking way this team, this studio, and this director fucks this up at all. This is going to be, and I am predicting it to be the highest scored game of 2024 that we know of right now, obviously. I think this is going to rock the world. I can't wait. You guys think I disappeared from Final Fantasy 16. You haven't seen nothing left, dude, for this one. So, all right, I'm happy.
There's your break, everyone. If you see there's a random break in fall 20 of this year, just know it's this.
No, I'm going to stay engaged this year. So, all right. Hades 2. Let's go to Andrew first. What are you predicting for Hades 2?
I don't know. I was struggling on this one. There's a lot of these games I don't see getting above an 80. This is one of them. I don't know. I feel like I always see because I remember this also got nominated for most anticipated. So I feel like people are excited about it. I haven't looked a lot into what Supergiant has done with their games in the past. I know um ones I can't think of was Transistor back in 2014, and what was it called? Was it Peer
Yeah,
Pie
PYRE.
whatever PYRE whatever? That was like 2017. That was like right when I was starting high school. So I was thinking I was hearing about it. Um, let's go right below an 80. Let's go 79 for this game.
Worthy, do you mind if I go next, man?
Do you want me to say DJs?
That's actually interesting. I mean, he obviously
No.
wants to say it.
Say DJs.
All right.
Wait, is it in the same vein as me and you or not? No? Okay, yeah, go say DJs.
77.
Okay. Well, ladies and
He's
gentlemen,
near me.
y'all are fucking out of your batshit mind, all right? Supergiant Game is one of the most inventive developers working right now. The original Hades got a 94 when it came out. It's one of the most widely accepted games in the genre of roguelites of all time ever made. If this game does come out this year, which I'm still not convinced it will, I'm hoping it does. If it does come out, it is going to battle Metaphor ReFantasio for the highest scored game of all time of this year. Sorry, I'm predicting 93.
Wow, you are on a high for these games.
Worthy.
Do you think it will score higher than, or has a chance to score higher than your?
I changed it. 95.
Oh my god.
Well, mine was going to be 96.
Oh,
my
okay.
God,
There you go. Let's go.
Lord.
Let's get it, baby. I fucking love it. Oh, I love it. I'm just looking at this page. It seems like two people either don't know what the fuck they're talking about or two people do. Oh, God. I can't wait for Logan to put his score in. Yeah. Guys, you're wrong. You are very wrong. Transistor, I think, is like in the 90s as well. Like these guys don't make bad games, and I don't think they're gonna fuck up the sequel to one of the most well-renowned roguelikes ever made.
If they do fuck it up, they're probably gonna not be making any more games.
Probably, yeah. Hold on, I'm double checking the Metacritic of Transistor because I love Transistor. I played the game a long time ago when it came out. Metacritic, there we go. Metacritic of okay, my bad, 93 or 83 on that one. Sorry, not as great as the other ones, but yeah, dude, they figured something out with Hades, with the gameplay of Hades and all that. I told you I was very high in this draft, man. I have a sequel to a game that gets scored a 94, and the next IP from a studio that has put together 2 straight 94 plus games. Like, I'm very high on both of those games. And the fact that they weren't even my number one picks, I was like, I'm cool with that. Alright, let's go to Frostpunk next. Let's go to what's DJ's thing for Frostpunk?
AJ got a 82.
82. Dude, this man just said 82 for Frostpunk 2 and 77 for Hades 2. DJ, you and I are gonna have to have a talk, man. I don't know if I can run this PlayStation podcast with you if you're gonna be predicting this shit. All right, Worthy, where you go with Frostpunk 2?
I'm not nearly as high on this game as you are, but
I know nothing about it. I'm just high based off, the studio and the previous game.
yeah, the studio and stuff, yeah. But I'm just gonna go 80.
Okay.
Which is solid 10 points.
Worthy. Sorry, Andrew.
I mean, the one thing I saw about this was, yes, a studio, 11-bit studios. Do I think it goes above an 80? Yes. Do I think by much? No. So I'm gonna price this right him and go 81 for this.
All right. 81. All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I know what this game is. I have not played the original Frostpunk, so I'm kind of a what do you call that? A faker, I guess. I don't know, but I do know the original Frostpunk scored very well, received an 86 on OpenCritic. Very well reviewed. City builders, they're not really hard to get. Well, I guess they are hard to get wrong. I mean, I got bit in the ass last year by one, so. But I don't think I'm gonna get bit in the ass this year. Do I think it is better than the first one? Because I think what made the first one so special was the style of city builder was, where you're just like this post-apocalyptic kind of frost style of builder. It's very weird, very unique. You never really see it, so I think that boosted its scores probably a couple points. So I think it comes back down a little bit. I'm gonna say 84 for my prediction. I think it comes back down. Oh, I'm not even typing. I think it comes back down just a slight hair. People have cooled off. It's been 6 years since the first one came out. Who knows? But I made my prediction when I was doing my research, and I'm like, that's a game I want to try to snag later in the draft, and I managed to do it. So, all right, another game that I don't know fuck about, other than my little bit of reviewing. I know it's an RTS. It looks super cool. It's right up my alley. Developed by Vanillaware. That is Unicorn Overlord. I love Vanillaware. Okay, well, love's a strong word. I have enjoyed some of their games in the past. Games like Muramasa Rebirth, Dragon's Crown back in the day with the big titty lady. Go look her up. And then Odin Sphere back from 2007 was one of the earliest games I played. I did not play the recent one, 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, but I picked them based off who they are and how consistent they are. So I'll just say I'm going to hope for 82 from this one pretty consistently with some of their other games. I know 13 Sentinels didn't score as well as some of the other ones, but like Odin Sphere and Dragon's Crown, I know scored pretty well when they came out. So I just picked it, hoping that it scores in line with the rest of their games. So let's go to Worthy.
Okie dokie. I'll go 78. I don't know jack crap about it. other than what you just said just now.
You should look it up. It looks pretty cool, actually. It's like a kind of like a old school JRPG RTS
There
style
you
of
go.
game. Yeah.
That's all you had to say. RPG. What of your games aren't RPG?
Games are good. I enjoy
I
them a
guess
lot.
Avowed.
Avowed is 100% an RPG.
I don't even know if
Yeah.
it's. I don't even think you have one that isn't.
Wait, did I miss Avowed on here? Did I forget to write that in?
Yeah, it's not
Did you?
on DJs either, Vowed.
You probably forgot. Oh well.
I did forget.
Edit.
Yeah, because I
Just
went
add
to
it in again.
yeah. Yeah, I'm bad. Okay. I was sitting here, I was like, wait, it goes no, I was like Rift next. Okay. I'll put Avowed at the end. Well, DJs is a counter pick for some stupid ass reason, but I don't know why the fuck he counter picked that, but whatever, man.
My
Wait, kind
thought
of
is
picked Avowed
probably
because
he
it's not
thinks it's
coming
not
out.
coming out.
It's
This is
dude,
probably what he's thinking.
they've been saying for 2 years, 2024. So
Yeah.
And they're gonna say this year,
Well,
2025.
Oh,
Fair
nice
enough.
Silk Song.
they've never once said we've never even seen a frame from that game. They just say they're working on it.
Yeah. True.
All right. Anyway,
But then there's some people that
Yeah,
think
you
that
got
about
supposed-
that. Oh, never mind. That's for this game.
all right. Unicorn Overload, Andrew, what are you thinking?
I'm in the same boat as you guys. Don't know a lot about it. I don't think it goes above 80. Let's do 77. It looks okay. We'll see.
77. All right. What is DJ predicting this gem of a video game gets?
80.
Okay. He's a little excited about it. All right. Let's go with my sleeper pick. I waited till last to pick it up. I was very excited about it. Rift of the Necrodancer, the sequel to Crypt of the Necrodancer, a game that scored 87 back in 2015. A very cool, very, very hard, but innovative video game where you have to time your strikes based off the beat of the rhythm of the music, and it's a dungeon crawler / Soulsborne type game. / roguelite too. So it's fun. It's just really fucking hard. I couldn't get into it too well, but it does score really well. So all right, let's see what DJ's got to say about it.
Let's see. 75.
75 for Rift of the Necrodancer. Worthy, where are you sitting at my sleeper pick?
85.
That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Hell yeah, you understand what's up. Andrew, where are you going with my sleeper pick?
I definitely don't know what's up. Jeez. 77.
77. No faith. I don't think it's anywhere close to as good or better than the first one, which said it got an 87. I think it's been too long in development. Too many problems with the publisher and all that. But I do think they pull it through. If it does, in fact, come out, this is probably my riskiest game. I'm also going to tie Worthy and say 85. I think it's still a pretty good scored game. Let me tell you what, if all my games score close to my predictions, I'm having a good year so far. I'm having a very good year. All right, let's move on to Worthy's draft team. He started off number 1 pick, Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door remake. And sir, I'll give it to you to pick your own game.
87.
Did not take long. I didn't even get a chance to look it up. Un momento.
Actually, 88. Do 88.
88.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
changing his mind.
Yeah.
That's a lot of faith.
Yeah. I
That was the best one, everybody says.
Really?
The Paper Mario series.
Ooh, Intelligent Systems. You know what other series Intelligent Systems makes? Why did I forget the name of it? Fire and Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Nope.
Oh, fine. Okay.
So you said 88?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna Price is Right you. 89. For no
Wow.
reason other than I like Intelligent Systems. I think they make really good stuff. I know that this game is world renowned, and I just wanted to Price is Right you. So, Andrew, what do you got?
It wouldn't.
Sorry, go ahead, buddy.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. It actually hits the 90s.
Really?
Let's hope so.
Also.
Well,
don't
no,
know.
actually, you know what?
Okay.
Let's not hope so.
It's not
Yeah,
so.
let's hope so.
Andrew, what do you got, man?
I'd do. This looks interesting. JRPG. Let's do. It seems like that's all we have for this last
Dude,
RPG.
RPG score good, dude. Worthy, I think
Is it
after
is this
after
year?
the first year where Worthy realized what my strategy was to pick JRPGs that nobody knows about, but I'm confident, and I ended up running away with year one.
I stopped trying. I didn't
You didn't
do
start
year one
trying
right.
until late, so yeah, that's true.
Well,
I'll give
I just
it.
thought we
I'll give it
did those.
No, I
a.
got it. I remember.
I'm not as high as you guys on this, but I'll give it an 86. I think it's got potential.
I'm still pretty high. All right, where's DJ sitting on Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door?
80.
This man has no faith in anything. This man thinks we're gonna follow up one of the best years in gaming with one of the fucking worst. All right.
Is this the year? This might be the year of RPGs.
Well, at least it's the year of the drafting RPGs. All right,
I'm not running
Rise
out.
of the Ronin, the upcoming PlayStation 5 exclusive, developed by Team Ninja, the developers of the Neo series, and I forgot what else they made. Ninja Gaiden. There we go. It was gonna come to me eventually. Oh, is that all they made? They made Dead or Alive. Anyway, I'm excitedly curious about this game. Not just because it's a PlayStation exclusive, but because it's set in, 1800 Japan with mythology and guns and some sort of flying wing thing that looks cool. I really hope to God this is not a Souls-like game and this is just a open world third-person action adventure. That would be amazing. That's what I want from it. Very similar to Ghost of Tsushima or something like that. I hope that's what we get with this. So I'm going to predict very similar to that as well. I am going to say, based off the way Neo scores and some of the other games, I'm going to go with a soft score. I hope it scores higher than this, but I'm going to predict soft. I'm going to predict 86. And Worthy, let's go to you next.
I have I have faith it's going to score good. I thought it was going to be a bit of a Souls-like.
I don't think anyone even still knows what this game is like. Just
I
as
don't know officially. Just from pictures I've seen
yeah.
of it. That's the only thing I can guess. I'm gonna go 87.
I mean, I think it's going to be hard because Team Ninja doesn't make easy
Yeah.
games. But all they say is a combat-focused open-world action RPG. Who the hell knows? He said 87. All right. Andrew, what do you got?
I was on. I was
Oops.
stuck at 84, 85, kind of right into it, and then I come across Team Ninja, and who's that whole thing about? One of my favorite streamers. So he bumped me up. I was like, there's no way this man doesn't is a part of a team that makes a not good game. So I'm gonna give it an 89 in my sole focus of Ninja.
All right, I'm locking your pick in.
Man,
You're not allowed to change it.
that's fine with
Do
me.
you think Ninja is a part of Team Ninja, the developer?
Not the developer, but he's part of Team Ninja.
You
That's
realize that
literally if you
the developer Team Ninja is not the same team that made Ninja Gaiden back in the day.
obviously not.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because the way you
No.
spoke about it made me seem like you thought Ninja was out there developing Rise of the Ronin.
No.
Well, I
That's what
don't
I thought, too.
understand your meaning at all.
Hey man,
All
when I
right.
looked into it, we went to Team Ninja. I see his profile pops up. He's part of he's part of Team Ninja.
Not the development studio Team Ninja,
Obviously not. I knew that.
but that's who's making the game.
Okay, it's still Team Ninja.
Oh my god.
You can hate my reasoning all you want.
I don't hate your reasoning.
When I get a bullseye, don't come. Oh, you got lucky. Uh-huh.
I didn't say you got lucky. I'm just saying you upped your score because of the name having the same
I
name as
literally
your
know
favorite streaming
nothing
you made.
else about the game. That's what I've been my reasoning off of.
I gotta put a fucking pin. What's our timestamp at? Hour and 54 minutes. It'll be an hour and 53 minutes. I gotta put a timestamp in this to put the most asinine fucking reasoning ever developed in the history of this podcast. I'm putting that in the timestamps. Andrew's asinine.
You guys
All
can
right.
hate now all you want.
What is DJ's prediction for this game?
78.
What is this man doing?
I don't know. He's a hater.
Well, I get to look ahead on his. I'm questioning why he's scoring my games at.
He just thinks you just had the worst draft ever, huh?
I'll let you guys know which one's the highest that he chose that will score for highest for me
I mean, you
once we get to it.
don't need to let us know. We'll know. I'm writing these down as we go through it.
I know, as you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, we'll know when we get to the end. All right.
Probably freaking World of Goo.
That's the highest,
It is.
probably. It is.
No,
It
it is
is.
not. No, it is not. Come on.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking skip to it real quick right now. All right, World of Goo. Here we go. Worthy, what did DJ predict? World of Goo.
For me, that's the highest one he picked on my games.
Yeah, we're skipping
It's
right to it.
82.
82. Oh my
82.
god, man, he's hating, man. He is straight up hating. That's the
And I
highest he
score
picked for
higher
you.
than Paper Mario.
Again,
That's bold.
World of Goo is 9 points higher than Hades 2. Let's see, I've already broken my keyboard at this point. What else am I gonna do?
What else is there to break? There's a chair back there. There's a.
No, I'm gonna
There's,
take my Lion King world globe and just toss it across the room randomly.
Hunted across the street.
Yeah, you're just gonna see it fly this way and hit my fucking games case. All right. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no clue what World of Goo is.
Hey, it was cool. Hey, we saw it at the Game Awards. It
Did we?
It looks pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
World
I
of
wondered what
Goo.
it was, and they're like, "Oh, World
A
of
lot
Original-
of people like the first one.
I said original of 85. Fuck it. I will predict
Not that high on it.
85. World of Goo 2.
Are you
Worthy,
serious?
where you going? First one got an 85.
I was actually gonna go 86. so.
86. There we go. We're letting it rock now. Andrew, give
Yeah.
me your shit pick.
We're talking about the same game we saw at the game. You guys are 75. That's the highest I'll go on this game.
The first game got an 85. I don't. That's
This game does not look any better. It looks worse than the first one.
you don't even know.
Yes, I did.
It's fucking goo.
It's goo. Who's playing that?
You're telling me it's 10 points worse than the first one.
Yes,
Okay, well, I'm
100%. They're
I'm-
not going to like this.
you know what? The rest of the guys should be happy that I invited you on. No one's guaranteed to lose anymore since you're here. Actually,
is
I'm pretty sure
okay.
DJ's losing this one real quick. That man, psychotic. All right, let's go on now to Earthblade, another one of Worthy's picks, developed by Extremely OK Games Limited. Let's hope.
Extremely okay. Let's hope this is extremely okay.
Yeah, let's hope this game isn't extremely okay. Let's see what other games they've made before I get my prediction in there. Oh, never mind. I got my prediction. All right, Worthy. Let's let you start first. What is your prediction for Earthblade?
From what I've seen on this game, I like it, and I might actually end up getting it for Brittany because it's sort of her style, how she what she likes. I'm gonna go 85.
85. What's DJ got to say about Earthblade? Well, we know it's not more than 82, so
77.
77. All right. Well, hold on, I'm confused now. Did they make this game or did they publish this game? Hold on. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Okay, to kill the silence, I'm gonna go with mine.
Okay, sorry, I'm looking stuff up.
This made probably one of the best game. Well, no, I won't say best. This is one of the games I made that was very fun to play back when I was, I was just learning about. I was just now allowed to go on computers and stuff like that because I was 10 years old. I was still a little youngling. I played Towerfall. I had so much fun playing that game. So I have a little bit of faith in this. I don't know about.
Wait, did you say Youngling? Towerfall came out in 2018.
No, it did not. Towerfall came out in The Towerfall I played came out in 2013. So I would
No,
have been playing it
it did not.
2014. Yes, it did. I'm not talking about Towerfall Ascension. I'm talking about Towerfall.
Yes, I know. Okay, you're right. My bad.
I
Sorry.
digress.
Ascension did come out in 2018. Sorry.
Digress. There you go. Maybe you
Alright.
should have said that. Anyways,
You should have said that. You should suck dick.
don't say that.
Oh, sorry.
Do I think this game does the same as Towerfall? No. Do I think it even makes it above an 80? No. 78.
Do you guys not realize that very rarely do developers of great games just come out with a fucking dud? Towerfall 88, Celeste 92, Earthblade's their next game. Guys, this is scoring fucking high as shit. I'm going 89 on the low end for my prediction.
That is crazy.
It's not crazy, it's history. They've made 3 games. Towerfall, Celeste, and Earthblade now. Name one of them that's got a bad score. The lowest one is the original Towerfall at 88. I'm just saying. Do your fucking research.
And I can't change my score, so.
Yeah, now that you know what they made.
Yeah, I didn't look at what they made. I just when I saw the preview for it on the Switch. So.
Dude, honestly, this entire Worthy, your
Hang on
entire
a second.
What?
You were talking about how studios don't rarely make a good game and then follow it up with a dud. Let's talk about Arcane Studios for a second here.
Yeah.
What came out before Redfall?
From the same studio?
Yeah.
Prey.
Was it Prey or was it Deathloop?
No, Deathloop is the Arcane Lion studio, not Austin. Arcane Leon.
It's a Lion studio? I thought Austin was
It's
Deathloop.
Leon, not Lion. I said it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, Arcane Leon is the one who made Deathloop, who are currently making Blade. Arcane Austin made
If you were talking about
Prey.
Arcane in general, let's talk about Deathloop followed up by Redfall.
Yes, but here's the thing. They made Prey, then Redfall, and were forced to make Redfall a multiplayer-focused game, which they are not good at making. Earthblade is a game that the studio is good at making. It's a 2D Metrovania game. They know how to make this game. They're not jumping from Celeste to fucking Red Dead Redemption 3, all right? That's not what they're making here. So, I appreciate you trying to break down the argument, but you're playing with a master here, all right? Don't fucking test me. All right, we're moving on to Princess Peach Showtime. Worthy, I'm going to let you go first, because I don't know anything about this either.
But did you say DJs?
Sure. Give me DJs first.
No, the Earthblade. Did you say DJs?
Yeah, 77.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
Well, give me DJs first, I guess.
Okay. 79.
Peach. Man, this dude is hating. Absolute disrespect hating on your draft, Worthy. Like, this man has gone 80, 78, 77, 79. This man is hating. He thinks you're going to go from number 1 in the league to honestly, like, fucking at least 3rd or 4th here. Although you did say you weren't really happy with your draft. You weren't really happy with the way it all shook out. I think you did perfectly fine. I think you got a lot of small games that these fucking goons don't know anything about. So, all right. Speaking of games I don't know anything about, what is Princess Peach Showtime for Nintendo Switch? What is it gonna score?
Hey.
I was talking to Worthy.
Wait, what? You
Yeah,
didn't
me.
say name. Okay, whatever.
I said Worthy a long time ago.
Oh.
Hey, should I cut my fucking mustache hair right here
I'm
with
gonna
these scissors?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
not doing that.
I'm gonna go 84.
84. All right.
I think it. I think it could actually score higher than that, but I'm just gonna be generous and
Isn't this a remake of Super Princess Peach?
no. This is a whole play thing. It gets like locked up in a theater, and each stage is a different play, somewhat like that. It looks very interesting, but not a game I'm gonna touch. But
Yeah, it's the first
I
game.
would get it for my kids.
It's the first game to feature Princess Peach as the main
Yeah.
protagonist since Super Princess Peach. So I thought this was a remake of it, but I guess not. So this is an original game. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, you are officially up now. What are you predicting?
I like Nintendo, so I will be generous. Again, not a game I'm gonna touch, especially on my Switch. I don't even remember the last time I touched my Switch. I need to. There's some
When I
games
beat
I
you at
play.
Mario Kart, that was the last time I touched it.
There you go. Uh, I'm gonna. He said 84. I'm gonna go. I'll go two below. I'll give it an 82. I think it's okay. I think it'll do great. I don't know if it'll do very high, so but I'm not gonna hate. So I'll give it an 82.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, man. I really have absolutely no clue. Nintendo sometimes is really up and down with their games. Yes, the Mario games always score well. Um, but some of those side shoot games aren't really as well done as some of the mainline ones. Like obviously a Zelda game and a Mario game is going to be almost as perfect as they can make it. But some of these side ones they seem to not put as much effort into. I don't want to, put words in anyone's mouth, but just what it feels like. So, I'll price is right, Andrew, because I was originally gonna go 82. So I'm gonna go 81 here. I'm not gonna go in the middle of you guys. So if Worthy's right about this, I'll let him have the points. It's whatever. All right, let's keep going. Mina the Hollower. This is a game that you won it last year, Worthy.
Yeah.
You got this year. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
You did. Yeah, you did. My bad. So here we go. Mina the Hollower. What are you predicting, Andrew?
88.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Wow.
88.
Oh.
What do you Jesus, 88. Good God.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to look at stuff because you just yelled at 88.
Yeah, if he's that crazy on it, I was only gonna do 78, but I feel like that's wrong. So
Well,
I'll go 80 on it. I think, and I've read some recent stuff about this. This will probably be Worthy your first scored game. I've heard talks of them shadow dropping either next Friday or the Friday after that.
It would be a shadow drop game.
People have been they've been seeing there's leaks all over. I've been because I was doing my research and this was the one that was
my
like
hair.
new release, and they saw something that got put up on um
Yeah. Hurry the fuck up. Let's go.
was something Nintendo whatever, but I think it is coming out here within the next week or two.
Oh
So
yeah, there
I'll
there
give it an 80.
there is rumors of a Nintendo Direct happening later this month, and then there's another rumor of a PlayStation Direct happening next month. So, not PlayStation Direct, sorry, PlayStation State of Play, but they're essentially the same thing. All right, well, I was gonna go. What'd you say, Andrew?
80.
80. All right, I was gonna go a little bit lower, but now that I looked it up and I know who's making this game, which is Yacht Club Games, and if you know anything about Yacht Club Games, they made one of the best old school 2D platformers in recent memory by a little game called Shovel Knight. So yeah, now I'm pissed I didn't get it. I don't know if it's gonna go 88 because recently they've been making content for Shovel Knight and all that, and it seems to not be of the same incredible high quality as the original one is. I'm not gonna go low. I'm gonna go exactly smack dab in the middle, 80. I still think they come out and this is gonna be a great game. But I know they spent a lot of time on a Shovel Knight sequel that never came to fruition. So it sounds like they transformed that game into Mina the Hollower, and we'll see how it is. But I'm gonna be reserved a little bit and say 85. Though I think it could easily go higher than that. All right, what does DJ say about this game? Wait, hold on. He said 75.
He has it not coming out.
Oh, he has it not coming out. All right,
Yeah.
so I'll go NA on him. I'll text
It
him
was
and tell him.
those were the two games he had not coming out: the Mind Hollower and Wolverine.
All right. Well, then we will move right along. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is Worthy's next game. Guess what it is, Andrew? It's a JRPG, baby. Let's go! I love you, brother. I love you and your JRPGs. All right. Coming from Side Games and Platinum Games, that right there actually is what caused me to pull myself back a little bit on it. But Platinum Games are so up and down. I don't trust them at all. And Side Games makes a lot of mobile games. So I wasn't super convinced in the quality they were going to put forth, but Worthy is. So let's hear what Worthy thinks Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is going to get.
Let me look at something real quick.
Correct me if I'm wrong, this is one of the only games that's strictly mobile. At least that we drafted.
No, this game isn't mobile. The developer just makes a lot of mobile games.
Okay.
They have made other console games. Let's see, I was looking up here. They made Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, Little Noah, Scion of Paradise, whatever the fuck that is.
Interesting.
Wait, no, Arc Systems Works made these games. What the fuck who are these people? I have no clue. Worthy, I don't know, man. The more I read about this, the more I'm not exactly convinced in it. But
Yeah.
anyway, what are you predicting for Grand
I'm
Blue
going
Fantasy?
80.
80? Okay, yeah. The more I read about it, the more I was like, yo, who the hell is making this? I don't know, man. The more and more I read about it, that didn't give me a lot of hope. The original Grand Blue Fantasy did get a 79. Oh, not original, sorry. The Grand Blue Fantasy Versus got a 79. But that was Arc Systems Works, who I do know who they are. They are decent developers. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, the more I read about this, not super convinced. So, I'm going to go. I think this might be one of my lowest predictions for you this entire time. Yeah, definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm gonna give a tentative 76. I'd be shocked if we go any higher than that simply based off who's making it and what they have done. Because it looks like they only co-developed some of the other things, the other Grand Blue, and then now they're tasked with making this one. So I don't know, 76 might be a little high prediction for me. I'm sorry, man, but I had to do it. Andrew, what do you got?
I'll give a little grace. Go a little bit over what you did. I'll say 78 on it. I haven't read a lot about it. Coming out in February. We'll see. I was looking it up to see what is coming out. It is coming out on PlayStation 4, 5, and Windows, so it's not just a mobile. But they're like a big e-commerce developer or company, whatever. Yeah, let me give it a 78.
All right. I want to point out that they just gave Grand Blue Fantasy Rising a relink the same score as Earthblade. All right. What did DJ have for Grand Blue Fantasy Relink?
77.
Well, at least we're all pretty right there. So, all right. Replaced, a game that I picked up and tentatively dropped last year because it got delayed. I was sad about that. I still think this is excited. I think this is essentially Cyberpunk meets Batman in this 2D side-scrolling game. Very excited for it. Fortunately, it got picked one spot before I was planning on picking it. Thank you, Worthy. But I'm going to stick with the exact same score I gave it last year, and that is a 78. I think it's a pretty decent game. Don't think it's going to blow the doors off anything. It's not going to be like some kind of Dredge or any of those indie games that really blew up. But I think 78 is a fully respectable score. And that's what I'm going to stick with. Let's just go to you, Worthy. It's your game, so.
I'm just gonna go 80.
80, okay. I think it looks cool, man. Not 890.
You took it from me last year.
Take it from you. I picked it up. By the way, you do know we don't have as many games this year. We have 2 less games to pick up, and both you and DJ have already picked up like 3 or so games.
Yeah. I
Okay.
had games I wanted to draft. Well, not draft, but I wanted to pick up after the draft.
By the way, $7 on Vision of Mana is actually insane. I put 5, and I was like,
I
"There's no
wanted
way
it.
anyone else is gonna put 5 over that." Put 7. You
Well, I was
bastard.
thinking you would actually put 5 down, so that's why I put 7.
That's like me and one of my
I
counter
did put
bids right
5.
now. If someone puts
know.
more than what my counter bid is, I'm gonna rage.
I was only worried about you picking that one up.
Rude.
Hmm.
Rude. See, this is why I wait. Never mind. I'm not gonna reveal my strategy. I have a strategy for this thing, but
So do I.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get to the end of the year with $80 left in my bank, and I'm like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do now?
Well, you can't use $0 to pick up a game now.
I know.
That's why I put 7 on that one. The $2 I would put on the goo world counteract it.
all right, Andrew, where do you think it was placed?
I don't have a lot. I mean, I haven't really looked much into this game. I love the name of the studio, Sad Cat Studios. It's a cool name. If this game even does come out, I don't know, maybe at most 74. Yeah, I'll go with 74. And that's if it even does come out this year.
What's DJ got for you? Excuse me. Excuse me, Pop
78.
2. 78. Okay, well, he's right with me, so. All right. Evening Chronicle 100 Heroes. Andrew, I'm going to go to you first, because guess what this is?
A game that comes out in April.
It's also a JRPG. Let's go, baby.
When
When are you going to learn that you're just wrong?
are you gonna learn to pick something else other than JRPG?
You, Logan, DJ, you're all wrong. Which is
Dude,
the reason why.
This one also has a good studio name. Rabbit
Also,
and Bear.
when are you going to realize that there's been 2 winners of this? Me and Worthy. Who's right, who's wrong? That's it, Worthy. Put him up, baby. There it is. I'm getting my trophy this year back.
No, you're not.
I'm not taking it back. I'll just buy a different one. You get to keep that for as long as you feel like. I don't
Well, you'll
care.
be sending me another one anyway.
Damn, that's crazy awesome shit talk. That's crazy awesome shit talk. All right, Andrew, where you going with this, man? By the way, if you don't like this studio's name either, you're ridiculous.
I know, Rabbit and Bear. It's such a cool name.
That's awesome.
Let's do 78. This looks like an interesting game. And I also don't want to just hate on Worthy. I want him to get some points, so we'll give him a 78.
Everybody's hating on Worthy, man, dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of the hate, Worthy, what did DJ predict for you here?
78.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Where do I want to go with this? I don't really know. I'm going to be honest. I mean, it's an unproven studio. They haven't really done too much from what I can see. Actually, this is their first. They've done the. Yeah, it's founded in 2020, so this is their first game. I do understand the concept, and I do understand the director of this game, and he made. Oh well, there was an old school JRPG that had to deal with like 100+ character roster, and that's what this game is doing too. But I can't remember the freaking name of the original game for the life of me. So I'm gonna give you some props here. I think this game's gonna score pretty good. I don't think it's gonna score great or anything like that. I think we've kind of moved past this kind of idea. Murayama, yeah, that's true. I couldn't fucking remember his name. Suikoden. Those are the games I was thinking of. Suikoden.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this game's gonna score pretty good. Not amazing. I don't think it's gonna bring in Suikoden numbers, but I'll say 81. I'll give you in the 10s for this one. Where you going, man?
I was going 82, so.
Me too. All right, yeah. See, this is what we're talking about. You need to know the history of these JRPGs because it's like you have developers of certain games that make brand new studios that then make a
Yeah.
different game. And it's like you got to understand that this game is coming from the guy who made Suikoden, which is a well received RPG franchise that actually just got remakes of the games last year. So you got to understand all this stuff, Andrew, right? To really understand why these games score the way that they do. And I will say, sometimes they score pretty bad. Like, I'm going to be honest. Sometimes JRPGs can come out with a big fat dud. All
Not
right.
too much though.
Not a lot, but, you are pretty consistently going to get some points with the JRPG.
Yeah.
You know? You don't really get too many negatives. Honestly, most of the negatives are, like, free-to-play games anymore.
Yeah.
Or, like, Redfall. All right. Speaking of JRPGs, we're going with Visions of Mana. Where is it? By the way, I didn't realize how many fucking RPGs Worthy and I picked up. But sure. Let's go. That's great. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. All right. Visions of Mana, a new entry in the long-running Mana series from Square Enix. I'm excited about it. I wanted to pick it up. I got outbid, so I'm mad. I'm not really mad, but it's whatever. Shit happens. All right, Worthy, I'll let you go first. It's your game. You won it fair and square by betting more money than I did. So what are you thinking? Visions of Mana.
86.
86. Okay.
Interesting.
Andrew.
Square Enix, man, they capitalize off of the great year of Final Fantasy 16. I hope so. Does it gonna be a 90? But I'll keep it there. I'll keep it. I'll price it right now. I'll do 87 for this one. I think it's got potential.
87. You said, huh? Hold on, looking one more thing up. No. Fucking. All right. Well, I can't find anything in particular, but I do know the Mana series is beloved by its players, but it's not super high. It's not in the realm of like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy in terms of like Square Enix RPGs. I'm not gonna go low on you. Don't worry about that. But I'm gonna go middling with the rest of the Mana series. I'm gonna say 70. What'd you say, Andrew?
80. Did I say 87 or 86?
You did 87?
What did you do?
Well, they did
It was
I
close
did
to that.
86.
86.
So then I did 87.
All right, well, I'm going to go with a 79 because like Trials got a 72. I think the remake of Secret got like a 74. So I'm not going that high. I don't think they fix everything right off the bat. This is a new entry, so maybe they were limited by, the fact that those were kind of remakes or reimaginings of the older games. Let's hope that they blow up and you guys are right. That'd be awesome. I love the Mana series. I love Square Enix. I want them to succeed, but 79. We'll see. All right. What's DJ's prediction?
Oops. I clicked out of it. There we go. 79.
Well, okay. Well, now I feel bad. I'm down here with DJ. All right, we're almost done, guys. Got 4 more games to predict. I can't count. That's 5. 5 more games to predict on this first round. We're going to go to Metal Gear Solid Omega Snake Eater, also known as Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Remake. DJ's not here, but I'll let his score be the first to be known. What is DJ's score?
82.
82. All right, and here's where I'm stuck with this game. If they score the game based off what Metal Gear Solid 3 is, this will be pushing 90 because Metal Gear Solid is just one of the most influential stealth action games outside of Metal Gear Solid 2, probably. But I think they're gonna score this game based off what the remake is and not what the original game is. And also, has an innate belief to hate this game because of what Konami did to Hideo Kojima and all that. So I'm gonna soften for my high 80s and go with 83. Our Price is Right DJ here, and I think this is gonna be, as long as it's a good remake, it's still gonna be reviewed lower than it would be. If it's a bad remake, then it's gonna get shit on. But all right,
Yeah.
Worthy. You seem tired, so we'll hurry up through the last ones.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh.
I'm gonna go 81.
81. All right, and finally, last but definitely least, Andrew.
Why'd you say finally? Definitely not. That's kind of whatever. I don't think it'll be a good remake. I don't. I think at most, yeah. I'm gonna go 76 on this. I don't think it'll be.
Let's hope.
I hope they do better, but I don't. I do not think they will.
I'm also not completely convinced it's coming out this year either. So
There you go.
yeah. All right, another Konami remake. This one I'm a little bit more convinced in. Silent Hill 2. It's kind of hard to fuck up Silent Hill 2, and if they do, they'll get all the hate from me. But I'm gonna stay steady with my Metal Gear Solid. I mean, Silent Hill 2 is one of the best horror games ever made. One of the most influential horror games ever made. Pretty much everything that came after it was like trying to rip off of it and come at. I don't know, because I don't know how the game's gonna be perceived.
What a great developer name. Bloober Team.
Oh, Bloober Team, yeah.
Bloober.
I'm gonna say one more over Metal Gear Solid. No, I've done like 4 games, 84. Ah, fuck it. 84 is my lucky number on these. Say 84. What's DJ score? It's his game, so I should have gone that first.
83.
83. Well, at least thinking the same thing. Andrew, before Worthy, let's do that. Andrew, what's your prediction?
Another remake. Don't have that much. I mean, I don't have knowledge in the Silent Hill series, but another remake I don't think will be as good. I think it'll do okay though. I'm gonna give it an 84.
Tying me, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Worthy, last and definitely not least.
Mm, 81.
All right. The price has been righted. All right. Before we go to the games getting added this week, let's go to my last game that I forgot to add in here. Avowed, the newest game coming from Obsidian Entertainment, the renowned developer behind Fallout New Vegas and Outer Worlds. Wilds. Well, no, Worlds, yeah. The Outer Worlds. This is their next game, their Skyrim. They've already done their Fallout game. Now they're doing their Skyrim game. It's coming to Xbox hopefully this year sometime. I bet DJ didn't put this down because I forgot to put it on the list, so he probably doesn't have one for
He
this.
didn't put it down.
Yeah. So I'll put NA for this. I'm pretty confident in this game. I think it looks pretty cool. I like Obsidian. They make great games. I've loved most of their games. So once again, I drafted it because I'm pretty high on it. So let's hope it comes out. I'm gonna say Starfield managed to limp its way to an 84. So this is 86, honestly, at the lowest end. I think 86, 87 is a pretty solidified score. If Starfield managed to limp its way to an 84. So, all right. Worthy, what do you got on this one, man?
I like it a lot from what I've seen of it. And Fallout New Vegas is one of my top 3 favorite games of all time.
It's one of the best. It's the best Fallout. So,
Yeah, it is. 87.
87. See, I was
If it comes out.
I was going between 87 and 86. So, all right, Andrew.
I think I'm kind of up there with you guys. I'm gonna do 85 on this one. I think we're gonna see. Hopefully, we'll see why people are excited for it at the Xbox Developer Direct next week. Hopefully, we'll see more of it. And let's hope to God it's not a delay. So, thumbs up.
All right, our last two games. The newest games getting added in about 20-ish hours. We'll see who predicted it. Power World. I believe this is the Pokemon with guns, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The Pokemon with guns. I don't know who the hell was trying to pick this up, but
This looks like a Logan. This looks like a Logan game.
I thought about it when I saw it get picked. I thought about doing it, but I'm gonna pass on it probably. But it does look very interesting and weird.
It looks interesting and weird, but the fact that it's just like this open world survival game trying to do this Pokemon thing in this multiplayer setting. And also kind of like, you have your farming simulator, not farming simulator, the farming games. I just don't really know if it's all going to come together. I haven't really been paying too much attention to how people have been receiving it in early access, so no, I'll go a tentative 78. I just don't think this will score very high. It may be a good game. Like I said, 78 still actually a pretty good score for an aggregate. So, but I don't know. I'm going pretty high on it just because I think people might be a little excited. Who the hell knows, man? All right. Let's go to Andrew.
I'm not very high on it. I've read a lot of things about it. I've heard about things Pocket Pair has done in the past. Obviously, that's not who they are now. I don't think this is going to be a game people get into. I think this is going to be a game mashed together in hopes of making money. So I really don't know what's about. That's if this game even comes out this year. This game, I don't even know. I don't think this game is coming out. If it does,
I mean, it's being released in early access, which we get scored for early access now. That's a new
okay,
change to this league. Yeah, it comes out in 7 days.
interesting.
Now, it may not get a score at
Yeah.
all this year.
But
So,
I have faith that this is
yeah,
kind
we're
of what
almost
they
done, man. Sorry.
call a money grab game. So I don't see it. Maybe 71, maybe. I don't know if you even get points for it.
All right. Worthy.
Let's keep it at 71.
I'm gonna go 77.
Right.
Reasoning.
I don't look too. It looks too weird.
It looks too weird.
Well, too weird, and I think it's trying to do too much.
I think it's trying to do way too much. So, all right, what does DJ have this at?
79.
29. Well. All right, our very last prediction for this first ratings prediction of the year. I love doing these, but it has gone pretty long. I apologize for that. All right, NCAA football reboot. The only time you'll be able to pick up an NCAA football game. Someone's going to get it. We don't know. Probably Andrew or DJ. We'll see because it's definitely not me. All right. Let's go to DJ's prediction first.
He has it at 80.
80. All right. Andrew, what do you have to say?
You know me and NCAA football. I have a lot to say about it. There's a lot of questions up on the air. Number one, if this even comes out this year, I do not expect it. I expect a late release. If not, it comes out next year. I don't think they're ready. Um, there's talks about people don't want to be a Madden, base game. Well, it's EA. You're gonna get it football. You're gonna get it how you get it. How are they gonna do the transfer portal? How are they gonna do this and that? There's a lot still up in the air about this game. I don't think. I hope they do the right thing and delay it. They are, from what I've read, they're not ready for it. So if it does come out, maybe an 82. So I'll give it an 82, but my full expectation is we do not see this until next year.
Worthy.
I actually watched a ton of stuff on this and read a ton of stuff on this game. And it is, I full hard believe it will come out in July.
Okay.
And
What's your prediction?
they still don't know exactly what they're gonna do with the transfer stuff. They have an idea, but they don't have it quite ironed out yet. but everything else is basically ironed out and done. I'm gonna give it an 84.
84. By the way, it sounds like we know who is picking this game up, huh?
No, it's not me actually.
Well, we've all said that, other than the one person who's
It's
here.
I
So
swear to God, I swear to God, I won't drop. If you believe me, I won't drop. I won't super drop Wolverine. I did not. I am not getting this game.
I
well,
think I know who's getting it, but
watch it be fucking
rather
Logan and
keep
just come out of
fucking
nowhere.
Logan.
Watch it be Logan and come out of
If it's
nowhere.
Logan that does it, he's not invited on here again. There's no way. The man doesn't know anything about it.
All right. Well, I don't know, man. Before I say my prediction, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't care what the game gets scored. I'm buying it day one. I'm playing the fuck
Oh,
out of it
100%.
for so
100%,
long.
yeah.
It's been a game we've been waiting for actually over a decade at this point.
Right, over a
Yeah.
decade now.
The last one that came out was in 2013, which, by the way, I own it. It's actually a pretty rare copy of a game.
It is. That goes for. Are they still going for $80?
Well,
Or is it
I've
going
seen
for
it go
more?
for more than that. Too.
Yeah, it might. It should still be going for more.
It's over here somewhere, but I don't know. It's fucking gone.
Hey, we ain't got the time to look through that freaking collection.
Oh, it's on PS3. That's right. It's down here. I got it. Hold on. Un momento. There it is. I found it. Boom. There she is.
Oh my god.
NCAA 14. I still have it. I still play it. I hook up my PS3 every now and then and play it. I love
Dude,
NCAA.
I gotta figure out how I can do it with the new mods in it too.
Oh, I can show you how to do
Download
it
the new.
because I have it. So, but all right. Anyway, I still think this is just. There's no way in hell it's gonna live up to the hype of all of us out there who grew up playing these games. I'll just Price is Right, you guys, because if no one gets points, then it's no skin off my back. So I'm gonna go with 81. Who the hell knows what score this game's gonna get? It could come in at 65. It also could come in at 92. I have no clue. But do I think it's more likely to be 65 than 92? Absolutely. So that closes out our predictions minus Logan's. I will get with him and get his predictions up and going from here. Guys, it's been fun. Let me run through the rundown, the outro real quick, and then we'll say goodbye, all right? This unfortunately brings us to the end of our show. Like I said, this is one of my favorite episodes we do every single year. I love predicting video games because I just think it's fun and entertaining. We get to flex some knowledge right here, discuss back and forth, see where people's heads at and all that. So I love it. But this is, in fact, the end of our show right now. Everyone who's been watching and listening, we just want to take this time, as always, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Without your support, we could not be doing what we're trying to do here on the Experience Point. But please help us to continue to grow by telling everyone out there that you know who even has a slight appreciation for all things pop culture, that they have some new friends waiting to talk all sorts of fandoms with them. We would greatly appreciate it. Any last words, Mr. Kit?
First of all, stop calling me that. But I know that'll never happen.
It's a
Thank
funny
you, everyone.
nickname.
I gotta see, and I gotta come up with a new nickname if we're gonna include Kit. I was like, oh, Kit Boga, but I can't do that. So,
Kit Boga.
I love him. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Hopefully you'll see me more. Hopefully I'll be in the next episode. Like as of right now, I'm gonna be on standby. I call it standby mode. I just hop on and talk, whatever. With school coming up, it's gonna be a stick along with us. It's gonna be an interesting next 4 months, and then just like that, it'll be summertime, and then
I'll
we'll
be
be
fine.
done.
It wasn't even
I hope-
school. It wasn't even school that got me last year. It was just fucking Starfield, man.
Yeah.
School didn't help, but Starfield was the main contributor to the depressive state.
Yeah.
All right.
By the time the next episode rolls around, I will have completed God of War 2018. We can stamp that. And I want to be held accountable to that.
How am I gonna? What am I gonna do? Fucking punish you if you don't get it done by
Yes.
next week?
Yes.
I'm gonna drive to your house, fucking put a baseball bat to the computer that I helped build.
Beat the crap out of me.
Oh no, I was gonna do. You guys gonna do the computer. Would you rather be you?
Okay. Man.
All right, Worthy man, what do you got?
I'm looking forward to this year in fantasy. not football, video games, and I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more challenging for me because a lot of people took the games I was looking to draft, and I had to already pour out some of the games I was wanting to pick up. So it'll be very interesting. Yeah. Hopefully, I'm back on here soon.
Yeah, yeah. I want to do more check-ins than we usually do. So let's see. We got 41 games on here. We all have 15 games. 15 times 5, 30, 60, 75. Some of those might get delayed and all that. So we're definitely doing 75 of our games, and then I got to come up with 15 and or more other games throughout the year. So we did a little under half right here, right now. And since Logan didn't get a chance to be and DJ didn't get a chance to be, maybe we'll come in a month or two and give a little bit of an update on how everything's going. But I want to check in more with you guys. Last year we only did one check-in and then the finale. So I want to check in more with you guys, bring you guys on for more special episodes. So it's fun having everybody on. And plus, now that I have the actual tiles, I have 2, 3, 4, and 5-man podcast tiles. It's
Wait
easy.
till we add a six.
Yeah.
Wait till we add a six.
Yeah, it's easy. It's just the 6 is actually easy too. It's when we get to the 7th I got to rearrange everything again. So, all right, but all right, guys. Once again, thanks everyone for listening and following along with us. It's been another episode of the XP Podcast. We hope you enjoyed. Brought to you by all of us here at the Experience Point. I hope everyone has a great week. And as always, as long as we're not dead and we don't get snowed in, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Peace.